Oh my gosh, I'm famous. We're all famous. How y'all doing?
Together.
How y'all doing? This is a VIP coaching stream. Welcome in if you don't know me. My name is Luke. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? And today we're going to be doing some coaching. I have 4 or 5 replays in front of me. Let me show you guys what I have in front of me right now. Can you all see my screen? You can see my drawings, right? Everything?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. I have a couple replays. As you guys know, we have the Clubhouse community, which we're in right now, which is the paid community with group classes and stuff. And there's a tier that you can upgrade to in this community. That's called VIP. And with the VIP tier, you get coaching from me as well as some of the other coaches. You get a taste of the one-on-one. I've got a couple replays that built up over the last week or so. So I appreciate y'all waiting for me. I usually like to wait until I get a couple of these to do them. Sometimes that means you submit it and then a bunch of other people submit them and then I catch them right away. I think I'm catching up after about a week. So I have one from Mr. Goose here. I got yours. I got one from AG, Agamemnon. I got one from Hunter Z from 10 days ago. Appreciate you waiting, Josh. I have one from Mox. That was a couple days ago. I have one from Hyper, aka Nova here. And then I'm caught up, I think. Yeah, and then I'm caught up. Mr. Cam here. Shout out Mr. Cam. For those of you guys who wonder if this stuff works, he says thank you for the advice. I did a session with him last week, and he hit his goal. His goal is to get to Champ 1 in 30 days, and he got it in 19 days. So, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Somebody in the Twitch chat is supposedly banned. I presume if you were banned for a good reason. So, I think you should think about your actions. But I love you. You can still view the stream.
Reflect.
You should reflect.
Yeah.
Who said reflect?
I did.
Thank you, Josh. So let me I'm rounding up all your replays right now, and I need to dump the extra replays in my demos folder. So just give me a second to process all these, and then anybody who's here, I think Goose, Josh, I got you all on the chat. I will check out your replays first, and then anybody who is not here yet, I'll give them a little bit of time to roll in, and then obviously if they don't catch it, we'll just send them recordings. The way this works is everybody can see the coaching session, so it's just a vault here. We actually publish these, so whether or not you're in the Clubhouse, you can watch the recordings. We duplicate these over to the free Discord. Obviously, the free Discord has a lot. Make sure you right-click every server that I run and hit Show All Channels. This doesn't actually do anything other than helping make sure you see everything because we upload a lot of stuff. Like we actually upload all these coaching recordings here, so we have, as you can see, a library of them already up. And so whether or not you're in the Clubhouse, if you join the Rocket League Academy, which is the first link down below, you'll get access to this stuff too. So that's kind of cool. But in any case, let's get through the replays. We'll check out whoever's here first. I think, yeah, we'll go through Josh. I'll go through your submissions, oldest to newest. I think Josh, you had the oldest submission. That's Hunter Z. And then Goose, you had a recent one. So we'll check out yours. And Hyper, yours might have been the oldest too. So I'll check out Hyper, then Hunter Z, then Mr. Goose. That's my plan.
I was going to say, Luke, if it makes it easier, I can't stay for the whole thing. I got to dip here in a minute. I just wanted to pop in. So if you want to do mine last since everyone else is here first, whatever works easier for you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Jump in, say hi for the time being. Got some stuff I got to get done today.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll check out yours then, and we'll just, as always, we send the recordings to these within a day or two. We'll get you all the recordings of your session.
Sweet.
So, yeah. Appreciate you guys. Let's do it then. I think first we'll check out Mr. Nova, aka Hyper, and then we'll check out you, Goose. That sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
I'm checking out Restream. I'm trying to see if all the chats go through. Blessed, Ben Hardsuck, that, Blaze Dash. Please go through. I'm trying to see if all the chats go through. I have this one, which is a Restream chat box, and then I have one that's Streamlabs. I don't know if Streamlabs picks up all the places I'm streaming. We're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and whatever. Are these chats the same? Are they showing all the same? Sometimes they do be a little slow. All right, tell me if the chat box on the left or the right is working better. I will need y'all's help on that one, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. But let's get into the replays. Let's see if I have them all. Do I have them all in here? Lost in the Sauce, 2v2, Goose and Rubes, Hunter Z, and one that's unnamed. All right, this will be a fun process of figuring out who's who. We'll start with yours, Nova. Nova, are you in the chat?
Yeah, I'm there.
Cool. All right, I'm going to read out what you told me, and then feel free to add anything. I see that you said your problem is mainly consistency on the mechanics when needed. And sometimes I make the wrong decisions. However, in the past week, I went from Diamond 3 to Champ 2. That's awesome. I don't have any specific training routine at the moment. My goal is to say high Champ without falling out. I want to comfortably play in these lobbies, and within 90 days, I want to be a solid Champ 3 player. I'm unsure of what I'm doing right as wrong as I fall consistently in and out of Champ into Diamond, most likely improving my mechanics and better decisions. Sometimes I end up spinning multiple times in the same area, like driving circles, as I'm unsure what to do based on my teammate's position. Okay. I think you sent me 2 replays, Mr. Hyper. Is there one in particular you want me to look at? Anything you want to add there?
Yeah, I mean, I did one with Freaky. I'll probably do the other one. I'm not sure which one it is, though.
Okay. Okay. I won't know what it is, but maybe you can guide me. Trying to get everybody's replay in here if I don't have it already. All right, we'll see if all these replays are in here now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know which one is you, but let's check. Is it Lost in the Sauce? No. What is your tag in game? And do you prefer Nova or do you prefer?
No, it's not this one.
Hyper, not this one. Okay, this is Mox. It looks like I'm gonna rename.
Might be an unnamed one, but I'm sure.
This is Mox. Okay, let's check out 1. This is Hyper Novex. Do you know if this is the one?
Yeah, this is me.
Do you want me to check out this one or do you want me to check out the other one? Do you know?
The other one, yeah, not this one.
Not this one. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this one then. I'm gonna check out this one. The one in the yellow car?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen this one yet.
This is, I'll rename this one. So this is Hyper. Would you prefer Hyper or Nova?
Hyper, I guess. I don't know. Still the same.
I have a Corey says, good content. Also, thanks for making my ranked games harder. Now I'm playing against people that are good because of you. That's great. I appreciate it. Good comment. Based comment. I'm trying to... Okay, I'm testing the chat on the left or the right. Y'all gotta let me know which chat you like more. The one says where it's coming from, Facebook. The other... I don't know if it picks up everything or not. I think it is. I feel like it's missing some messages, though. Yeah, I think the one on the left is missing the Twitch chat messages. So I think I like the one on the right better. So I'm gonna mute that one. I think the restream one's better. That makes sense. Let me know if y'all like this chat more. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a streamer. Okay. Hyper, are you ready to learn ball? Are you ready to learn ball? Familiar with ball? No? Is that a no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hyper, this is in a Champ 2 lobby, yeah? And you're playing with your friend Linguini here? No, Casey Wolf against Lanucci. And you just want to learn ball. Anything about ball. You said decision-making mechanics. You want to learn how to be a high champ player, correct?
Yeah. I mean, Freaky, on the first replay, Freaky pretty much went over how my rotation is pretty much rubbish, so...
So your rotation is rubbish, according to Freaky?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, he might know what he's talking about.
Yeah, explained it quite well.
Okay. Well, let's check this out then. So... You're playing 2s here. Are you solo queuing? Yeah, you're solo queuing. So this guy we don't know. So you're moving around here. You're rotating through the middle of the play. A little confusing. I'll try to just basically give you any tips that I can as we go. And if you have questions at any point, just stop me. I'm gonna spend about 20 minutes on the replay, and then I'll spend like 5-10 minutes on any homework for you. Okay? That's usually how I like to do these. So you're champ 2 in this?
Yeah.
Moving through the play here. Ball goes to your teammate. This is nice that you're shutting down. You're supporting him. You're going to grab this boost, come across the field. Playing on good boost here. You're positioning to the left. Ball's going to come to you here. You're going to respect his touch a little bit. Nice. You get an opening here. You play this ball forward. Your patience here is quite good. I'm going to put this on slow-mo to help our thought process a little bit. So you're supporting your teammate well here. I like that you're on the left side of the field rather than the midfield, because then you can support when your teammate gets kind of beat here. So this is good. The ball's going to come up, and you're going to decide not to challenge. I think you had an opportunity to challenge right here. I think when he hits this ball up, if you jump right now, you're first. So I would have recommended you went there. Yes, sorry?
I thought because my teammate was back, I'll just play it safe and wait for him to get touch, and then I'll challenge.
Yeah, that's an okay default thought process, but remember that the best way to stall the opponents is to hit the ball over their head. So if you beat them to it, that's a better way to stall than letting them have a chance, right?
Yeah.
If you have a free beat. So if you have a free beat, I would take it. I understand the thought process of like you see your teammate up, so now you're like, okay, I'm going to play defensive, which is not a bad thought process, but you shouldn't, that doesn't mean don't take a free ball, right?
Yeah.
So you end up letting him make his touch. He doesn't make the best touch here, so this is a throwaway touch. They can't hit this. What I would like to see you do here is chip this ball up without flipping. If you can boost out and catch this ball and chip it up, you can then start a ground air dribble. If you can turn a little bit faster with power slide. So if you start turning with power slide here and full boosting, you can hit that ball without having to jump, and then you can sort of ground air dribble it, which I think is a better play.
Yeah.
Excellent player at doing this is apparently Jack. I put a clip of him in the wins the other day because I watch a lot of his...
I already watched that.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about then. You know this.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere up here. Look at all these wins. Look at all these rank ups. That's kind of cool. Geez, there's so many rank ups. I can't even find the clip I shared with y'all. Well, in theory, I sent y'all a clip somewhere, but you guys have been ranking up. So good. Yeah, Jack is really good at these. So we want to chip the ball up in the air and then start an air dribble. We don't want to flip because by flipping here into the ball, we now can't follow it, and he's going to get a touch. He's going to get a potential save touch, which he makes a good touch. It goes to the corner. You can't really play that. It bounces up. Good read. Kind of turn back. Now we're using boost. So yeah, we just want to get a better setup touch there. Good example of a pack where you can practice these setups, these chip setups, as well as these other setup, as well as these other ground air dribbles. This is very important in Champ. Let me show you. The pack I'm going to take you to is... Where's Dribble Gym? Found it. So this pack is called the Dribble Gym. It's a very good pack for this. And we can practice our chip up setups. Ground to air. Ground to air. But the specific shot you had, that I will show you, is the bounce to air dribble setup. Let me show you the bounce to air dribble setup. So we want to find one that's bouncing. These are okay chances, but these aren't going to bounce. These are going to expire before they bounce. So like this shot. If you flip this away before you chip, like this, now it delays our follow-up, which is kind of what you did in the game. Like you hit the ball, you went like this. Excuse me. You hit the ball. You didn't miss it. You went like this, and then you tried to chase it and follow it. But that touch is really too heavy. If somebody's shadowing you, they will always stop you here. Right after you get this touch, they'll make that save, which he did. This isn't bad, but on these setups, if we can, we want to make this chip touch up. And this is actually too heavy. And you want to fly after. Let me give myself unlimited boost. That ain't it. Limited boost. So on a shot like this, the one in the game was low bouncing, so you can make that touch without it flying away. This pack specifically, this ball is flying way too far away, so it's actually better to take off with the ball. So here you want your second jump to be your contact, rather than a lot of people make the mistake of trying to chip this ball from the ground. You can get that chip I just got. It's very challenging to do, and I would say it's less consistent than just jumping with the ball. Jumping with the ball gives you more room for error. So I would recommend doing more of that jump takeoff approach. But you could practice this ground chip. It's just very precise, and you will hit a lot of duds like I did there. That will happen a lot to you. So there are a lot of ways you can miss this timing. There I finally got a perfect one, but it's still hard to create from. So the best takeoff is 2 jumps. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would recommend some sort of approach like this. Now on the low bouncers, I want to give you a low bouncer here. So like on a low bouncer here, you would like hit the ball once and then power slide and chip it up. That's a little bit more similar to what you were doing in game. I wish we had one that was rolling slightly at us. These are all wall setups. I don't know if this pack will have one for us. I mean, this shot is really like, shot is somewhat similar to it. Probably the better way to practice this is to just go into free play. So those high bouncers are good in the dribble gym, but if you just use the down command and then the right command on your joystick, you can practice these, which is kind of what you had in your game, where you just do one pop up, and we're trying to time the bounce of the ball, so we hit the ball as it's rising. That gives it that pop, and then we can jump up and float behind it. And the key here is we have to hit the ball as it's rising to give it that pop there. And then we're maxing both of our jumps to carry the ball, trying to hit under the ball. If you do, if you go too early, it looks like this. You just hit the ball forward. And you can kill the bounce very easily if you go too early, like this. That was actually good. If you go a little too early, like that, you'll kill the bounce. And if you go too late, you'll miss the bounce entirely. All right, so you have to hit it right after it bounces as it goes up. It's actually harder to do the higher the ball is, the faster it's falling, but here you can get it pretty predictably. And then you can go for air dribbles, resets, whatever you want to go for. So I'd say this is a good drill for you to practice. Just bounce it, try to get that chip. You'll see I'm even messing it up. I usually will take off with the ball, but if you want to practice your chip setups for the balls that are low to the ground, this is definitely a viable play once you get consistent with it. So it's just personal preference there. I almost always will double jump, even on these setups. I find it more forgiving if you have boost. But a couple different ways you can score these. Any questions on scoring these?
No, it's all good.
These are all good drills for you to practice. We were playing horse last night in the community, and I called out, everybody knows how to do this shot. So I called out ground to air dribble 3 touches, and they're like, and everybody hit it. We had like 5 or 6 people in the lobby that were all like champ, grand champ. But then I called out carry to air dribble, like this one, 3 touches, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. So I wouldn't make you do the carry to air dribble yet. Start with the bounce to air dribble. It's more forgiving. Somebody says he could have just shot and scored. I don't think so. That's what he tried to do in game, and it gave the ball away. So we'll go back to your game hyper, but on these low bouncing balls, you can definitely use that controlled chip up approach, and you can get a nicer touch here. If you power slide, let that bounce, get that one chip into the air, and then follow the air dribble. When you hit it away like that, obviously they get a touch. So anyways, that's what we were describing. We'll keep watching, yeah? Let's keep watching with the drawing. So now the ball's going to move into the corner because you throw it away, and he's going to get a save. It's going to roll up the wall. Good discipline to leave. I would be turning in aggressively here and playing the ball. I think once again you're first, but we're turning away from the ball by default. I think you're actually first to that ball. You hesitate, and then you have to let them go, and now you really don't have a touch, so now you need to leave. So you have kind of 2 openings here. So this here, when it bounces up, turn left, go. You have the ball here. It's actually yours. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you had the ball there. I think an important thing to remember, this happened twice now in your replay hyper, is when the ball is bouncing in your direction and you and the opponent are equidistant, right? So you and the opponent are the same distance from the ball, but the ball is traveling towards you. So here, there's this much distance between him, this much, it's about the same, but the ball is bouncing to the right, you're going to be first. So you have to remember these advantages that you have. You're kind of giving up your advantage, which is very similar to the previous play when he, right here, hits the ball at you, and you go, I'm scared, it looks like he's closer, But remember, it's coming to you, so you're actually first, and you gave up your advantage in this play as well. So it's important to recognize that sort of speed tactic in Rocket League. Whichever way the ball's moving, all else equal, that person's going to be first. Does that make sense? So we have to recognize when we're first. Sounds like you're clocking this. After this touch gets hit, I would just full leave here, jump, wave dash, give up the ball. Let your teammate go. The longer you stay here, the harder it is for your teammate to go. You're not maximizing your recovery. Here, I think you're playing a little too close to the ball to make anything meaningful. You need to full leave. So here, you can back up right now and try to half flip this ball into the corner. If you can get a beat on this guy, great. You could back up, half flip, try to hit that ball back. Apart from that, I would be full leaving. Any touch other than that, I would leave for teammate. The quicker you leave for teammate, the easier it is for him to go. As long as you're sitting here, he can't go. But if he sees you leaving, he will go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you need to get out of the way. When you don't have a good touch, GTFO. Capiche?
Yeah.
Yep. And here you're just playing too close to the play to get any sort of meaningful touch. You'd have to bang there. Okay, we're going to finally leave here. We're going to go back wall catch. Hit this ball a little further away. We try to use the recoveries to catch back up. We really want to control this ball and keep it on the left side of the field. So when you're looking at this play and you're moving back, notice how as this ball goes to the right, where's the defense turning and jumping?
All right.
Right. So if we have our choice, would we rather take the ball to the right or the left?
How do you take a ball like that to the left? It's going so fast.
How? You catch it on the backboard with the back of your car. So the way that you do that is, I'll show you in free play here. Which way the ball's moving is not important if you know how, which way the ball's moving is not important if you know how to catch the ball. So where you catch the ball on the backboard will determine where it goes. If I catch it in the front of my car here, yes, it goes forward. Okay, so that's what you did in the game. That makes sense? Same position here. I'm going to catch it on the back of my car. It goes back that way. Let me show you a different example. Go up here, I drive ahead of it, get it back there, and now I wave dash down. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if you have a ball that's high and you catch it on the top of your car, you can start an air dribble. Take this ball down the field. If you want to take it across, yes, you could absolutely take this ball across. You catch it on the front of your car, and then you chase it down like you did here. And you can start an air dribble this way. Could start something on that side of the field. But it's all dependent on where you catch the ball in your car. Now, if I see two orange players running over to that corner, to the opposite side of the field, and the ball's coming at me, I will opt to take the ball away from the defense. So if the defense is to my right, I'll try to catch it behind me and get a setup on this wall. Both work, but you have to understand that when you're taking the ball to open space, if you take the ball away from the opponents, you're going to have more time to set up a play than if you take the ball at the opponents. So if my opponents are to the right and I take it here, I'm going to have to be jumping and taking a 50 now at this point in time. So it's just read the defense, and hopefully that helps you understand how you can catch the ball in the back of your car or anywhere to get a setup.
Yeah, I can't believe I know, like, there's that, as in, you can catch it on the back and then it'll just...
It'll stay there. It's a little confusing, but once you get a hang of this, it will be very helpful. You can just use, I'm using the left command in free play, catching the ball in the back of my car, and I'm using air roll and wave dashes to recover. And you can also practice catching in front of your car. Right, take the ball away. So these backboard scenarios are super valuable to practice, and you can practice them just in free play using the principles I outlined. Any questions?
Oh, I got it.
Capiche. All right, hopefully that was helpful. Back to the game. We got 14 people in the YouTube chat. Let's go. We got 4 on Facebook. Woohoo! Shout out my 4 Facebook viewers. Appreciate you guys. One of them is Corey James. He's still here. So yeah. So in this position, you want to run up the wall and catch it on the back of your car. But you have to be speedy in order to do this. You have to recognize this ball's going up, run up the backboard quickly, or jump up to the backboard and get the catch. So I'm conscious how that can be difficult if you don't make the decision immediately. Otherwise, you will get stuck behind the ball, like in this position. Ball gets hit up. We kind of go for a no-look jump. This is very dangerous. Yeah, you're scored on. What are we going for here? Walk me through kind of what's going through your head in this play.
No, I mean, I just assumed that the guy on full boost, second blue man, was going to try and take a shot, so I just started to get out the goal line.
Yeah. So I understand that concern, but we have to always be looking at where everybody in the lobby is facing. If you watch this play back, after you land here, we're kind of panicked, right? We're nervous. Our teammate's here. We see this blue guy on the ball, Lenuji. You see him? This ball goes this way. Lenuji now can't hit it. He's tumbling into your wall. Okay, so Lenuji's out of the play. We have to recall, where was his teammate a second ago? Grabbing boost and turning which way? Which way is he turning?
Looks like it's coming towards me, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can't see it on your monitor. He's turning away. He's turning away. This guy in the back is facing his net right now. I don't know if you can see this, but he's facing back. So he's actually not in a position to follow this up. You are panic jumping here when he's not there yet. You have time to let it bounce and then cut. But because you panic and think he's closer than he is, he gets a goal. So this comes back to keeping tabs on the opponent. And recognize, like, it's hard to focus on here, but you need to recognize that blue guy is too far away to shoot. You can let it bounce off the wall. Let it hit one bounce off the ground. Bounce. One. Let it bounce again. Or catch it and cut it. You know, catch, quick flick. Catch, double jump, pop. You have 2 touches on this ball before you're challenged. Questions on that?
No.
So remember to keep tabs on the opponent. You had a catch and then a flick, or a catch and a pop, or a catch and ground air dribble. But yeah, we just panic. We give him a shot in the box, and yeah. Not even a very good shot, but he scores. So far, it's our touches on the ball. Could be a little more precise. Oh, speaking of, feels bad. Bottom right.
Yeah. What a shot.
What a shot. Happens.
Yeah, I don't know. My teammate just didn't say anything, and then just, I don't know, didn't go for the move. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unlucky. It just doesn't go, and then it just lands right on you. Feels bad. So yeah, make sure you're taking in all that info on your screen. Here we're going to cheat. Move back. The ball's here. I would go back post here. After your teammate doesn't go here, jumping and hitting the ball high into your corner is not a bad idea. I would probably make a touch on that ball. I don't like leaving it in the midfield because that basically lets him go get boost, and then the blue guy go get boost. You're letting him go get boost and then come back around, right? You're letting Lenuji here grab boost and then come play this ball. When it bounces up, I would just slap it high into your corner, like high and slow, if that makes sense. Hit it with the top of your car, make a soft touch back to your teammate. So this guy doesn't get a free ball, right? Don't want to leave the ball in the midfield there. Here, you can just jump and hit it high. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use that boost to get a touch that's just anywhere up here. Anywhere up there. Because they can't really create from there, and your teammate will then be first to the ball instead of the opponent being first to the ball. Don't want to give up the ball for free in the midfield like that. He doesn't go for the best attack, and your teammate recovers well, but yeah, you got to be careful. Whoa. Yeah, so we can't just be leaving the ball here. I understand the boost, but if
it didn't look like anyone was going to go for it, so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's going to go for it right now, but then you let him go, right?
Yeah.
I actually see him turning, so but I would just slam the ball over his head. A lot of the time we are leaving ball, not recognizing we're first, turning away, giving them a lot of scoring opportunities. And eventually that pressure is going to build on you. So this is a classic example of like you're going for boost over ball. But you have to understand that if you hit the ball right here, boom, you clear it. You will be gathering boost on your way up the field. You will get to 50, 60, 70 boost just by getting a clear. Every time you get a clear in Rocket League, you win boost.
Yeah.
So it's just an order there. By going for the boost, you give up the ball, but if you hit the ball forward, then you have time to get the boost. We have 22 YouTube viewers. Peak. Get to class, everyone. It's a school day. What are you doing? So yeah, biggest concerns right now are leaving ball, not getting the touches that we want, controlling the ball. Here you're getting challenged. Yeah, like I just don't like leaving the ball continuously and just get like, here, have a setup, right?
I hit it so he doesn't have a good setup, but I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't give him a great setup. He has a setup. He has the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You didn't give him a great setup, but yeah, I just don't love in general just leaving the ball again. Like here, I would stay on the ball, right? Keep dribbling it, flick it over him, take it up the wall. I just don't like leaving ball this much. You're probably okay with doing this in Diamond, but the reason you're hitting a wall is because when you leave the ball and you give the opponents chances, low-ranked players don't score chances. High-ranked players score chances. So you will hit a wall if you play like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mistake from earlier. What was the mistake you made earlier? When it came to...
No awareness.
Right, awareness of where the opponents are. Watch this with me.
Yeah.
One guy is blue here, one guy is blue here. You see that? So we have 2 blue players on our screen. Ball gets hit forward here. Double tap into your corner. You're moving into the corner, playing the ball. This is good. Very good positioning. You're pressuring the ball. Your teammate should not be turning. Your teammate should be playing back. That's fine. Ball gets hit forward. The opponent probably went for mid boost. Oh my gosh, where is he? He's facing back here. Yeah, he's not here. He just showed himself on your screen. After this ball gets hit here, you have time to cut. You see him here.
Yeah.
It's only a split second, but you see him. And we kind of just panic and flip. Good control of the ball. But yeah, just be careful about, like, here, just catch the ball, keep it in front. If he challenges you, you low 50. This is actually a good touch out to the midfield. I thought you were going to get rid of the ball. But this is good. This is good. You did a good job. You keep it close enough. A little scary if he was positioned better to give him the ball. Good follow-up. Almost a finish. Just got to commit to this confidently. We just slam the brakes and our shot is weak. Right. We got to slow down earlier and then speed up. But good bump on him. Good moving for the ball. Once again, I think you had an opening. You actually missed it here now that I watch back. Here, opening. The ball is closer to him. But who is it moving towards?
Well, if I now go for that ball, yeah, I'm probably not going to get a good hit. And it's just going to go straight to the opponent behind him.
Yeah, so that is a different question than if you should go for the ball. So what you're saying is, yes, I understand, Luke, I'm first to the ball here, but if I hit the ball, I'm just going to get a bad hit and it's going to go to his teammate, right?
Yeah.
So the problem you need to solve is, how do I get a good first touch, not how do I not go in the first place? Does that make sense?
It's a much higher chance to be a bad hit since I'm going to be trying to beat him rather than actually focusing on getting a good hit.
Well, you do both. So it sounds like when I hear things like, and then by the way, it's a totally valid concern, Hyper. When I hear, I agree I should go, but if I go, I get a bad touch, then you need to solve the problem. So the answer is you do need to go to be first because you're first to the ball. But the problem is, let me play this back, but the problem is you're scared that you'll recenter. So the ball goes here, recenters double. You don't go because you're scared you'll get a bad touch, so you let him continue to play the ball for the midfield. You don't end up getting punished here. You end up being fine. But the more effective play is to beat him to the ball and get a touch that you can follow up. So the more effective play, when you know you need to jump, is to get a touch on the ball, but not give it to the opponent. So we're going to go into Super Glue here. This is Super Glue by Coach Torment. Super Glue by Coach Torment, former world champion. And so what the issue you're describing is I need to jump for the ball in the corner, but I'm scared of giving it back to them. Right, Luke? This is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm scared of doing this and then giving it to them. So what you need to work on here is how do I hit the ball with my wheels in such a way that I can follow? Or, you know, let me show you a different example. How do I... Here... Like, this is an example of how do I get a touch with wheels that I can then drop down and follow. Like, how do I get a touch with my wheels here that I can then drop down and follow? These aren't the best examples, but let me go to the corner. I'm going to try to put myself in the corner again for you. Where's a corner scenario? We need a corner scenario. This is okay. Like, you know you need to jump, but you're just scared of getting beat. Like, yeah, like this shot on net is a classic example of, like, that's not a bad touch if you hit the ball up. But yes, if you hit the ball like this, you might give it to them. So we need to practice hitting, and none of these shots are exactly what I want. I think this is the closest one. You're scared of like, okay, I jump Luke, but then I hit it off the sidewall, and then it goes back to the middle, and they score. So you need to get a touch that you can then follow and play up the wall. You can do this via a drop touch. So one way is drop touch. You jump, you hit the ball down with your wheels, and then you follow. That's one way to get a beat in these scenarios. Or you can do a wall stop. A wall stop is you hit the ball up, and then you land on the wall, and you chase it up here. And which maneuver you do is kind of based on where the defense is, how much time you have, and how much boost you have. So the wall stop is hitting the ball under to go high, and then they can't challenge you here. A drop touch is a little faster or slower, but they can challenge if they're on the ground. So it kind of just depends on where the defense is. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
So I guess the lesson I'm trying to give is you're correct that if all you can do in this position is hit this, don't jump, because then you're just giving them a free shot. But the goal is that if you want to get to a Grand Champ level, your touches have to be more precise. That makes sense?
Possible, so I'm able to stay close to it. Yeah.
Say again? Say again?
I have to touch the ball in a way that I'm able to stay close to it.
Exactly right. You want to learn how to touch the ball in a way that you can stay close to it. And I'll show you another pack very quickly. This expands on this idea. This is a short one. It's called Multi-Touch Training by Shock. He's my coach. He's another former pro, North American pro. And he described to me when I hit Grand Champ, he said, Luke, you need to be able to get multiple touches on the ball. Because my problem was the ball kept coming to me, and I would say the same thing that you said, Hyper, and I would say, I don't know how to get a good touch, Shock. All I'm doing here is booming it to the opponents, and then they're getting the ball for free. And he was like, yes, well, you need to learn how to create better touches. And so like this shot, you can hit up to the wall and follow. This shot, you could hit under and go high. Right? This shot, you know, what a low rank player does is they do this. They hit it off the ceiling, and then the guy gets a shot on them, right? And you're scored on. What a high rank player does is they get a soft touch into their corner. They follow it. You know, they get another touch, and I'm not the best at this. I apologize, but they'll get a soft touch into their corner. They'll play it further, and they're staying behind the ball the whole time. So yeah, your rank will directly correlate with your ability to get more controlled touches on the ball. So you have to be able to not just hit this ball away every time you get it, but I don't know, here to be able to create maybe a double tap. I'm using a lot of boost, so this isn't a great example, but or your ability to get a ceiling touch. So you could hit this ball up into the ceiling and then try to go again. Or these, like, you know, you hit one off the wall, then you hit it again. My examples aren't the best, but you get the concept. We need to create multiple controlled touches on the ball.
Yeah.
Whether that's passes, whether that's saves, and then getting more. Whether that's hitting it off the wall and then playing it down the field. Whether that's... I think this shot, Shock wants you to go for a ceiling double. Off ceiling. And then double, probably. Hit it into the ceiling. And then get some sort of play on the ball. Yeah. Maybe get a reset and then some sort of play on the ball. All different ideas of what you could do. Right? Ceiling. Shot. So yeah, you get the idea. We need to be able to create multiple controlled touches on the ball. Cool. So I think I've given you a couple things to work on. Your creativity, with your touches. You're leaving, supporting your teammates. We talked about a little bit. We talked about leaving the ball is a bad habit. We need to learn how to control the ball so we're not leaving it, right, for the opponents. I would wager a big reason you are struggling the higher rank you get is because you have this play style. At least from what I see. This may be different in other games, but there's a play style here of leaving the ball for the opponent and hoping that they don't convert their chance. Right? That makes sense? There's a play style here of leaving the opponent the ball and then hoping they don't do anything good with it. Right? So yeah, we'll stop the analysis about halfway through. Your touches aren't bad. We just need to finish. Expand, create multiple touches, and just improve our impact on the ball. All things you can control. All things you can control. Good touch. Don't quite get what we want. Good patience. Good beat. Bump this guy. Nice. Nice peek. You're playing solid hyper. Hopefully that was a good discussion. Hopefully some of those things landed with you. Any follow-up questions to any of those?
No. That's pretty much it.
Does that build on kind of what Freaky was telling you too? Does that feel like it goes somewhat together?
Yeah, I mean, he said like in the replay I showed him, he said most of the pretty much all the goals they scored in us was just because I couldn't play properly, like in terms of rotation, far side and play side. Like I didn't know what it was, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. We will send you notes in the next day or so in your chat channel. Hopefully that gives you plenty of things to work on. You should be busy. Thanks for submitting, Hyper.
Thanks so much, Charlie. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Mr. Hyperman, Hypernova. We'll go on to the next replay. I think Hunter Z said you want to go down, so Goose, we'll check yours next if you're here. Mr. Goose. I've invited you to speak. Yes, the Goose King.
Hello, yes, Goose sir. King. Okay, let's go.
Let's go, Goose King. Tell me your life story. I'll pull up your notes.
Oh, my life story? Oh, well, I don't have a real life story.
We'll start with Rocket League then.
Yeah.
What I think the problem is, bad positioning, bad accuracy on the ball, and not using power shots enough. Currently in week 1 of Freaky's training plan, nice, which is currently mainly rings. I've added some things like fast aerial training packs and the rookies. I used to do these all the time. The pro aerial training is really good. I like the pro aerial training specifically. So you said you wanted to reach Diamond 1 and long-term Champ 1. What makes bad positioning? How do I fix it? I feel like I'm not challenging the ball. How do I fix my accuracy? I'm missing open nets as well. Okay. All right, Mr. Gooseman, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Pretty good tips, coach. Thank you, Shinigami. Please don't be my Shinigami. Are you light, Shinigami? Shinigami, are you? Lost in the Softs, I would assume this is you. Oh no, Goose and Rubes. Goose. Of course. The one that says Goose. Alright, Gooseman. What is your in-game tag, Gooseman?
Vanny V8.
Vanny V8, okay.
Yeah,
Andrew Keating says, hi, Luke. Everybody say hi, Andrew. I'll be recording this, Goose, and I will try to help you with your positioning and consistency and whiffing open.
Okay.
Shout out to my 7 Facebook viewers. If you're on Facebook, can you drop a W in the chat? So that way I can see who my Facebook viewers are. Thank you. Thank you. So you're playing with your friend here, who is a platinum.
No, he's a diamond.
Oh, he's a diamond. Okay.
2, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. So
I usually play in diamond lobbies. So.
Yeah. So this is a very common issue with plat players. Nice, you're playing the ball forward. Now you leave for your diamond friend. Your diamond friend's going to go for some sort of attack, and you're going to get the ball. This is a very common issue I see with plat players. Because in Platinum, we don't have much of a toolkit for mechanics and skills, right? when we get the ball in the corners here, what we'll often do is we'll front flip into it, slam it, hit it as hard as we can. The slam, hit the ball as hard as you can into the corner, rarely does anything. So this happens a lot. I'm sure this has happened more than once to you. Like slam it, like, oh, I'm going to center it. And then you just give the ball to them. It doesn't really do anything. So better in the corner here. There are a lot of things you could do in the corner. You could hit the ball up the wall and then chase it. So like we could front flip it into the corner and then chase it up the wall. We could make a touch and try to recenter it. I don't recommend many of these plays because in Platinum you're going to struggle with your mechanics. So I'll recommend you some plays. Here are some better alternatives to the Platinum wall slam. The problem with the Platinum wall slam is you do this, bang. Now you land in the corner. That was actually better than what you did. What often happens with the Platinum wall slam is it'll look something like this. The ball will be bouncing here. You'll front flip, you go slam. You'll land in the corner, and then the opponents just get the ball in the midfield. If there's an opponent in net, they will always be first to that ball. Like, it's not a very dynamic play. You think that by like slamming the ball into the wall, like something magical is going to happen, but then it often just goes straight to them for free, and now you're on the wrong side of the ball and you're getting scored on. Does that make sense? Ball's going this way.
Yeah.
So what we want to do instead is at the higher levels, you will do multi touches here. So when you get this ball dead here, what a high rank player will do is they'll often flip into it, they'll chase it up the wall, and then they'll look for some sort of bump play, and the ball will fall down to the middle. That's a very common play I will opt for. It's very simple, not necessarily easy for a Platinum. So maybe better for a Platinum here is you just get this ball, you just want to stay behind it. Take a 50. It's not the best play, but it's better than the slam because the slam centers the ball for the opponent and puts you on the wrong side. Right? The slam centers for them and puts you in the corner. Not a good play. Not a good play. So that's one option you can go for. If you do get the ball in the corner here and you don't know what to do with it, you can also do this front flip where you hit the ball into the corner and try to get the ball rolling up the wall and then drive it. Maybe not as complicated as the play I recommended, but we're trying to just front flip the ball down, hit it into the corner, and then drive after it. Okay, that's a much better center play because at least you can get an outplay touch on the opponent. But I guess the point I'm trying to get across to you is like this slam corner move doesn't work very well on offense, and even defensively it doesn't work very well. You imagine I'm on the orange team and I'm trying to like clear the ball. When you slam the ball into the corner eats up the power. So I could get a crazy powerful slam here, and it doesn't even go past the half field mark. It's just weak. So just trying to give you some alternatives to the plat corner slam that involve running up the wall, sitting behind it, taking a low 50, dribbling. Couple creative options. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Could be as simple as driving the ball forward here.
It's pretty helpful. Yeah.
Just trying to give you some options that you can use that are kind of tried and true, more so than the corner slam. I see that all the time. I think it stems from a lack of options and a lack of understanding what happens when you do this. Because I used to do this maneuver too, and then you just quickly realize that nothing good happens. Right, you go, oh, I'm going to slam it. Here comes a center pass. By the way, your teammate's not even in the center, but bang, and then it just goes right to them. And then you're on the wrong side of the ball now, and this is not a good position to be in. And he went AFK, I think. And your teammate backflipped. Feels bad, man. All right, he's back. Woohoo! Nice, slot it. Nice. There we go. Any questions?
Not really, but I did have like a habit of slamming it into the wall and then just giving the ball away for free. So, but I did a play and learn, like a replay analysis with Freaky.
Yep.
And he pointed that out as well. So.
Yeah, very common issue to have. Looks like your teammates are in a rule 1. You're trying to play the ball forward. I think you have time to just wait and then shoot this at the net a little faster because he's in a rule 1. They're doing a rule 1 over there. But this is a good job hitting the ball forward, and you try to shoot again. Can't quite get it, but good try. Uh-oh. Get back. Oh, okay. You killed the rule 1. Let's see. Teammate looks like he's going to miss here. Oh, you need help him. Oh, wow. He gets a save. Good try. We're out of boost. No, we don't want to hit them. Careful. So you're moving back here, which is good. I like going for the rule 1 break. Here, I would probably be playing this ball. It looks like my teammate's quite awkward. You have a lot of trust here to let him go with 0. I'm glad he gets it, but this looks dicey to me. I would be going up the back wall or trying to cut it here. After you get this boost, I would be trying to pick up 2 pads here. So that way I can make a fast aerial attempt. Here, picking up the pad on the left. Pad, pad, and then go air. You ignore that pad and just go straight for this one. You have a little bit more time than you think you do here. So I'd recommend that.
All right. Yeah.
Backboard here, and here we just need to be jumping out. This is a very hard touch for a platinum to make. I wouldn't expect you to make this touch, but we need to jump, hold the jump, and then front flip into that ball. Okay. Here, when we're scared of getting challenged, we sit behind the ball and we low 50. You wait. So here you're panicking. You can just tap this ball lightly forward, hit the brakes, tap it lightly forward. When he goes, front flip into it, right, and challenge. Or jump into it, even. You don't even have to front flip. You just jump. But here you panic a little bit, and you go, I'm 0 boost, and you flip it, and that actually makes it worse. That gives him an easier shot. He messes up his shot. But when we're scared, we want to slow down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So slow down.
Gives me like more time. Yeah, more time to think. So.
Yes. Yes. You want to slow down. Give yourself more time to think. Don't panic. Hit the ball to him. Dangerous. Need to grab this boost. Good. Careful here. I would wait till he's missed. He can make an outplay touch here. You have no fear. He can, if he jumps here and hits it, it's over you and you're scored on. I would wait till he misses and then go. It's kind of a YOLO challenge there. A little dangerous. It's okay. You're behind your teammate here. Okay, you can demo. That's fine. I would be playing in the midfield here, but I don't think it's consequential. Like, him taking your corner boost is missing the whole point. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with him taking my corner boost. My teammate gets a beat here. This is a 2v1. He's facing backwards. My teammate's facing this way. This guy is facing backwards and scared. The ball is moving forward for my teammate. Their guy is hunting for a corner boost that doesn't matter. I would completely ignore this guy, and I would drive up the field. Pad, 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 and be 2v1ing right now. And when your teammate misses the shot, you're shooting and taking the open. But instead, you go full back and chase this demo. And like, yes, you get this demo, but this player was useless. This player was not doing anything. He was in a 2v1. See what I mean? Like, here, turn left. Go down the field. But you chase him into your corner.
Okay, yeah.
You didn't need to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, he was out of the play. Don't help him by demoing him. That put him back in the play, and now you're 0 boost, and you're getting attacked. Good luck. Good 50. But, yeah. Yeah, I think you would have scored there if you were upfield. Or at least had a shot. Opportunity. Remember, we'd rather be in a 2v1. Yeah, I'm just missing the point a little bit. But I don't blame you. Careful here. I notice you have a problem. This is good. It's better to fix early. When you're at supersonic, you're at max speed in Rocket League. And the, commenters, the Redditors will say, well, technically you could go a little faster. There's like a 5% speed boost you can get once you see the supersonic. But for the sake of sanity, supersonic is max speed in Rocket League. So you hit supersonic here. Ready? Boom. Supersonic. We just got the trail. You guys see this? See this? So now boost doesn't make you faster. If you just drive in a straight line, boost will not make you faster. But you go feather, feather, and you use boost when you're supersonic. I've noticed this. Like here, like we're boosting. I don't know where we're boosting, but boost, boost, boost. Like you kind of just tap it. Be careful about that. Higher level players, what we do is we use boost when we're going, and we only use recovery mechanics when we're not going. So we conserve boost. So we use our wave dashes, our speed flips, etc., half flips when we're not going for the ball, and we use boost when we have to go for the ball. But here what you're doing is you're using boost anytime you want to move, and then you're running out. You see this?
Yeah.
So you want to be very careful about doing that. You don't want to be burning boost in this way. Make sense?
Yeah, I noticed that as well. I've been trying to fix that issue. Like, trying to hold on to my 100 boost or even 50 boost or so. Yeah. Or any boost at all.
Yep.
Some other,
So
I was playing in houses in the server, and another player told me you gotta keep your boost because I was using it way too much, even in Supersonic, like the example you just showed.
yeah.
And he's totally right.
Yeah, it's very common.
And so are you. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, overusing boost is very common. I do it too. Everybody does it to some extent. It's just how can we limit the easy ways you're burning boost. And that's like when you're going supersonic, etc. As a quick demo, a lot of people don't know this. When you're going supersonic here, you can actually turn a little bit and maintain supersonic. See that? I was maintaining supersonic this whole time. See the trails? See that? I can maintain it for like 5 to 10 turns. Now, if I do a big power slide turn, I'll lose it, but like turn. You see, I'm still supersonic.
Yeah, just tap the sideways direction.
Right. When I do a big turn, that's when I lose it. So like, if you're going supersonic here, do not keep doing this. I'm wasting boost. That makes sense? Once you hit supersonic,
yeah, it makes sense.
If you want to use a flip, you can use a flip if you're doing like a big turn and then flip to regain it, but don't use the boost to regain it. Use the flip to regain it.
Oh!
Make sense? Your roommate thinks so.
Yeah, sorry.
He's like, yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's go back to the replay. So we talked a little bit about boost. We talked a little bit about supporting your teammate. Somebody in Twitch chat does not like supporting teammates. He would prefer that you look for that demo, which I find is kind of funny. But I would be supporting your teammate there. When you're in a 2v1, you don't want to leave your teammate. And then we need to be careful about burning boost so we're not caught with 0 on the defense like that. We don't want to be caught on the 0. And then, yeah, eventually get scored on. Make sense?
That makes sense.
Cool. Feels bad, man. There we go. Got it. This ball's going to bounce high in middle. Nice fast aerial. Not the touch we wanted, but at least you hit it forward. This is like a classic high aerials training pack shot, right? If we can hit that. I think that's like the pro aerial striker or the all-star aerial striker.
Yeah, I think I hit the ball like above it, so that was the mistake right here.
Yeah, so I think the real mistake is moving into the corner. So you're supporting your teammate all right here. I'd really like to see us way closer, but it's fine.
Okay.
So when you're grab this boost, okay? You're now supporting your teammate. Your teammate's moving into challenge. I don't know if you know this, but you are really far from the play right now. See how far you are from the play?
Yeah.
Your teammate is challenging, and you're like covering this corner, right? You're covering the farthest place you could cover from the play. Does that make sense? This positioning isn't bad. You just need to get out of here. You need to get over to here and be supporting your teammate. Sorry, I'll let you go.
Okay. No. Nothing.
And then when the ball goes over your head, you turn and support, but you're really far away from your teammate. And so you're not very adequately supporting his challenge. Now, when the ball does go to the right, okay, you have this habit that a lot of low ranks do is when the ball goes into the corner, they follow it. You don't want to follow the ball into the corner. This makes the read harder. So you actually want to move away from the ball. So watch this. The ball's going to go high and up. You move into the corner, but then you're under the ball. So then you start driving away, you start backing up, and then you try to go again, but you're slow now. Okay, and you get scored on. So to fix your movement, what you actually do is you move away from the corner first. So when this ball gets hit up here, boom, ball goes to the right. You drive like this. I know this sounds confusing, but you drive away from the corner because by driving under it, you actually put yourself too close. Now this read is hard. See what I mean? You have to move away.
Yeah, I guess I'm going like by the play side. So.
Correct.
And I could just rotate around on like off the play side.
Yeah, well, the main issue is you're moving under the ball, right? Whereas if you turn this way right now, you would face into the corner, but you move under the ball and then you realize, oh shoot, I'm not facing the right way. I'm facing the wrong way to get it clear.
Yeah.
Once again, you're facing the corner. You're not covering the part of the field you want to cover. You want to get on your side of the field and then face forward, which is what I was trying to describe.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Whenever you sense yourself doing this back up into your net, you can be pretty sure you did something wrong, right? That sort of movement there. You would very rarely see a high-ranked player do movement like that. And that's just because they know they wouldn't put themselves in a position where they have to back up in that way. So just use that as I'm not saying that to insult, I'm just saying that, like, use that as a warning sign that you may be turned the wrong way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. Yeah.
No, I totally get that because I'm not covering anything on the field, like most of that play.
You're not covering anything on the field most of that play. That's correct. It feels like you're being useful here, so you get a good touch here, but yes, you need to get back and support your teammate. So after you grab this boost, great job. Flip back to the midfield, support your teammate in the midfield. Your teammate's challenging in the corner. You want to be in the midfield here, behind him, supporting him, right? But you keep moving back into your corner instead of supporting him. We're moving too far away from the play. You eventually turn, but this is far too late. We should have been much closer supporting our teammate. Now, it ends up not being consequential, but then here we start moving under the ball. That turn to the right was a mistake. Now we're under the ball. You could fix it, but it's just so awkward because you turn that way. If you would have turned the other way, back to your net first, and then drive out through your net, that touch is so much easier.
Right. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So a couple fixes. We talked about corner play. We talked about boost management. We talked about turning the right way. We talked about supporting closer to your teammate, leaving to the corner for the demo. Lots of changes. We'll watch for a couple more seconds. Where did all of our boosts go? Okay, so we hit the ball forward here. Nice. Ideally here, and this is hard for, hard to do. You will do this better the higher rank you get, but here we want to be front flipping and landing on the wall. You make a lot of touches where you kind of just jump and hit the ball forward, but it's often slow. I don't mean hit the ball away. We still want to keep this ball close. We want to hit it with the top of our car, but then we want to land on the wall. So when we're near the wall, we like to use the wall to land. So I'll give you an example. When we're near the wall, we like to use the wall to land faster. So when the ball is like here and it's jumping up, what we'll often do is we'll like front flip, we'll land on the wall, we'll jump down, we'll wave dash, and we'll keep the ball moving to the midfield. Right? And so a good player loves to be near the wall because you can make all these like successive recovery movements, wave dashes, touches, flicks. I don't expect you to be able to do all of this, but a lot of the times right now the ball gets near the wall and your movement kind of looks like this. And it's slow, right? The way we can improve that is using a couple of
I noticed that. Even my teammate told me I'm very slow in the game.
Yeah, a couple ways that we can improve that is we learn the recovery movements. We learn the fundamental movements that increase speed for everyone in Rocket League. So we learn how to land a flip on the wall. So that's like level 1, right? Flip near the wall, but not right next to it. So that way when we land, we can go again. Make sense? Very simple front flip there.
Yeah.
You can also do a little bit of air roll. So we could double jump and then air roll left. Double jump, air roll left. It's another simple recovery mechanic anybody could do. See how I did that? 2 jumps, air roll left. Then when you get better, you chain all those movements I just showed you, but you do a wave dash after. So here I'm going to double jump, air roll left, and then wave dash. Double jump, air roll left, wave dash. Gives me a little bit more speed on my shot. Do you see that?
Yeah, I did. I saw.
I jump, air roll right, flip down into the ground. Gives me a quick speed boost that I can then use my flip again. And eventually, you get to the point where you can use all the recovery mechanics. And these aren't all of them, but I'll just give you an example. We would speed flip into the wall, jump, wave dash down, keep landing on the wall. And we're using all these recovery mechanics to play faster. Okay? We're not focusing on the aerial play right now, but the idea is the better you get, the more of these movements you can use. Eventually, that front flip will become a speed flip. Those wave dashes will become consistent. One day, those, you know, speed flips will become Mina flips, wall dashes, etc. But everybody has to start somewhere, and I would start you with the wave dashes and the front flips near the wall. You see what I mean?
All right.
Like don't focus on the Mina flips or the wall dashes there. But
No.
yeah.
No, that's way too advanced anyway.
But just focus on down, right command, front flip, land on the wall. Nice. Jump, wave dash down. Nice. That would be a big improvement to your speed. Cool.
I just go into a free play and then put the ball like by the wall and.
Yep. Use the down command and then the right command to bounce it
okay.
up. The more times you press right, the more times it bounces up.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, down, up, and then we're just trying to hit the ball, land on the wall, go again. Okay. Trying to use all those recovery mechanics. Add flicks at the end, add ball control, but yeah, this will make you a lot more comfortable. We just have to get used to seeing the ball near the corner. But what will happen the first couple times is it will be very painful. You will go like this, you will go for the ball, and you'll donk yourself into the wall. And you'll be upset. It's okay. It'll take time. You'll learn the distance that you can flip into the wall from. Right?
Okay.
And you can just rewind and watch me execute these if you need help. Notice how I'm flipping like 1 car length from the wall. So by the time I hit the wall, I land. You see that? I'm flipping like a car length from the wall. That way I have time to roll over and land with my wheels. That makes sense? It's the same idea with when I do these types of flips. These are a little bit more complicated, or even if I was going to do this. Right? You don't want to do the flip too close to the wall or else you'll donk like that. So notice how when I execute this front flip, I flip here.
A car length. Yeah,
about a car length. And it depends on how fast you're going. The faster you're going, the farther. Like here, this is way more than 1 car length. Because I'm going super fast. But if I'm going slow, then it's not a car length. You know, it's just 1 car length. I mean, like if I'm going slow, I have time to roll over. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool. Sal the video guy, make that into a YouTube short. Oh my gosh, we got 23 people on Twitch. We're famous. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey, let's go.
Whoa, there's a heated debate in the Twitch chat. I love it. Is this good for viewership? I think so. Mr. Goose, I hope that was helpful. That was about 30 minutes of analysis, 25 minutes. Is there anything else I can support with, my man? Any other questions I can answer while you're here?
Nah, I think it's good. You pointed out like the mistakes I made, so pretty good.
Pretty good.
And you were pretty clear about what the mistakes I made. So I'm gonna have to work on that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for submitting a replay, Mr. Goose.
Yeah, but no, thank you, SpookyLuke, for helping me out.
Hooray.
But
Season.
I hope I'll hit Diamond 1 by the end of this month or maybe next month.
Yeah, just focus on the improvement.
And I think it's possible.
Focus on the improvement and the rank will come.
Okay, got it. Got it. Alright, see you then.
See ya. Later. Bye, Mr. Goose. We'll see if anybody else is in the chat, or else I'll just record these replays for the rest of them. We're going to take a 10-minute standing break, and then we'll come back. All right. I will see y'all in a second. I'm going to stand up, and then we'll finish the rest of these replays in the Discord. BRB.
Halfway through, just make the call.
Listen to More Life by Drake. Let's do this one. I like this song. My burrito.
I cannot tell who is my friend. I need distance between me and them. Gonna have to teach me how to love you again. God knows I'm trying. God knows I'm trying for you. God knows I'm trying. God knows it. Pure mind and pure soul I possess. He knows it. Anointed and protected, I was chosen. My heart is way too frozen to get broken. I see man turn fool for the money one too many times. I seen some girls turn their back on their best friend from time. I heard you say things that you can't take back, girl, no time. I need you to go easy now and fix up one time. I cannot tell who is my friend. I need distance between me and them. Gonna have to teach me how to love you again. God knows I'm trying. God knows I'm trying for you. God knows I'm trying. People change, I'm not surprised. Devil's working overtime. Voodoo spells put on my life. It won't work, they all have tried. I seen men turn fool for the money one too many times. I seen some girls turn their back on their best friend from time. I heard you say things that you can't take back, girl, no time. I need you to go easy now and fix up one time. I cannot tell who is my friend. I need distance between me and them. Gonna have to teach me how to love you again. God knows I'm trying. God knows I'm trying for you. God knows I'm trying. Top story. Unruly, unruly, mothers. Who keeps bringing more? I've had too many. This Virginia done me off already. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. Don't switch on me, I got big plans. We need to forward to the islands and get you gold, no spray tans. I need you to stop running back to your ex, he's a waste man. I wanna know how come we can never slash and stay friends. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. Cause I know what I like, I know how I wanna live my life. I don't need no advice, you're not here and we both know why. So move for me when you're extra, move for me with the pasta. I'm building up a house where they raise me. You move with me, I go crazy. Don't switch on me, I got big plans. We need to forward to the islands and get you golden on spray tan. I need you to stop running back to your ex, he's a waste man. I wanna know how come we can never slash and stay friends. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I'm blamed for real, I might just say how I feel. I know we can't keep it.
Welcome back, y'all.
Forever.
Welcome back.
'Cause you're crazy.
Check this out. So I'm doing a little bit of, you guys know Blueprint? Ryan Johnson, I like this stuff. Doing a little Blueprint action. Not sponsored, but I would appreciate a sponsorship. Some longevity mix. I was at a longevity panel last night, learning how to live forever. Spoiler, you already know everything you need to do. Like this hater was saying in chat, everything out there is free, it's just hard to do, right? It's like sleep, diet, exercise. We all know that's what we need to do to live forever. It's pretty simple. I mean, people still have dietitians, so people have nutritionists, people have personal trainers. But I've never understood the whole, like, information is free argument, therefore there's no point in paying for personalized help. Like, yes, information is free. That doesn't mean financial advisors aren't important. That doesn't mean therapists are important. That doesn't mean personal trainers are not important. Like, if somebody has a service and I can learn from it and they can make it personalized to me, of course I'm gonna pay time for personalized info. Like, yeah, you could watch a million YouTube videos trying to find what you need to work on, but having a pro look at your gameplay and tell you exactly what you need to do, that's gonna help you rank up faster. Duh. It's gonna help you improve faster. Duh. There's a reason I do coaching. So the whole, like, all information is free, you should never pay for help. Yeah, if you don't want to pay for help, don't pay for help. You don't have to. But if you want to pay to improve faster, less painfully, save some time, the whole, like, don't pay because the internet is free is, like, this dumbest, is an argument as dumb as old as time. Dumb and old as time. Let's listen to some Drake. But check this out. Wait, I want to show you guys another thing. All right, check this out. It's like a silly argument, like, tax the rich. It's like, well, yes, in theory, that's a very simple argument. You just tax the rich, but that doesn't actually take into account how the world works. It's like all information is free. Well, yes, you could totally just go on YouTube, but I don't think you're thinking it through. Check this out, guys. Look at all the food I got. Shit, these are tied together. This is kind of hard. They, like, tied the food together, so, like, I have to, like, get it out. It's like a crazy knot. Shinigami's is pretty much what I was trying to tell him. Yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, look, I don't care if you dislike me or you disagree with me. It's fine. We're all gonna have different opinions. But I just think it's very obvious when somebody's coming in with a closed mind and they just think certain things, but they don't really think about the other side at all. Just go, there is zero reason anybody should ever pay money for anything Rocket League related. I think that's a pretty stupid statement. That's an obviously incorrect. Nobody's right or wrong, but that's obviously a very shallow statement. Like, somebody who says stuff like that just doesn't have a very nuanced worldview, I don't think. Check this out. We got, boom, wraps. We got, I'll show you guys what I got. You're wondering what I eat. I got some basil chicken, bang. I got this is another wrap. A pound of broccoli. Eat your greens, y'all. Pound of broccoli. Pound of chicken breast. I got my High Rocks race this weekend. For those who don't know, High Rocks is kind of like CrossFit. It's like a fitness race. Obstacle course, 8 stations, running, kettlebells, rowing, ski pull, sled push, all that stuff. Basil chicken, yeah, nice. Chicken, turmeric chicken, nice chicken. 500 calories, some good protein. A lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good stuff. Ugh. Yeah. Next one is Galchester. All right, I'm gonna go put this in the fridge, and then I'll be back, y'all. Oh, this is gonna spill.
Hermes link, ice blue mink, tat on my wrist like I do not know what permanent is. They want me gone, wait for the kicker. Bury me now and I only get bigger, that's word of my nigga. Yeah, October firming and cut. Stay at the top like I'm stuck, that's just how I'm giving it up. She wanna get married tonight, but I can't take a knee cause I'm wearing all white. Me and my broski are twins, but we don't look alike. I don't take naps. Me and the money are way too attached to go and do that. Muscle relax. That in the split put me right on my back. I gotta unpack. Virginia black. I could go make enough money off that than not even rap. What's that? Facts? Contract max. I gotta bring this shit back. Hermes link. Ice blue mink. Tat on my ribs like I do not know what permanent is. They want me gone. Out of the picture. Bury me now and I only get bigger, that's word of my. I'm so hot, yeah, I'm so right now. Who's not gang, bitch, let me find out. Keep hearing clicks when I'm talking on the iPhone. Feds in the city hate to see us on a high note. I switch flow like I switch time zone. Can't get no boo, but you can't get milestone. I gotta do mansion, cause I outgrew condo. Gotta do Maybach, she wanna fuck on the drive home. Yeah, met her once and I got through. I'm never washed, but I'm not new. I know I said top 5, but I'm top 2, and I'm not 2, and I got 1. Thought you had
It's really distracting when people just argue over nothing. Yeah, it's yeah, it do be kind of funny. It is distracting. It used to distract me a lot, but now I realize it's kind of just part of being a YouTuber. People are gonna say whatever they want to say. Fixed cost of being known as being judged. And some real shit. You can't expect people to know who you are and nobody to judge you. The only way to make sure that you don't get judged or hated on is to be unknown. Okay. And to not do important shit. So we did a replay for Hypernova. We looked at his. We did Goose and Ruse. We're gonna check out who should we check out next? Let me go to the VIP. I think Hunter Z was next. Champ 2, Hunter Z. Hunter Z, we're gonna check out your replay. Let's do it. Next up is Hunter Z. Hunter Z. Hunter Z. Let's check his out. I want to make sure I'm recording all these clips as well. SpookyLuke. Okay, we did the 2 first. Now we're gonna do Hunter Z next. All right, cool. We're gonna turn off the raps. All right, Hunter Z, Champ 2. Let's see how we can help you improve, my man. You're up next. This is Josh, who was on the call earlier. Since Josh is not here, at this point, I don't think we have anybody in the chats. Let me go check if anybody's in the chats. Apologies, Josh. No, I don't think you're in the chats. No, it's just me. It's just me and one other guy in the audience. Mr. Goose, we did. Hunter Z is next. Done. We'll send replay tomorrow. We did Nova as well. Outlaw said he won't be able to make it, so we'll just record. No worries, we'll record it. I will record and send to you in the next 48 hours. So we're going to do Outlaws next, and then we're going to do AG. So we have 3 more to do. Let's do it. All right, Grover Josh. Let's check out Grover Josh. Champ 2 player. You're going to be cheating up on the kickoff here, Josh. I like this. Ball goes into your corner. Control the corner boost here. Most important thing when ball goes into the corner and it's not playable, which is like this ball here, you have time to grab the boost. I want to see you immediately, once this ball gets away from this guy, see how he can't catch up to it. He can't really make a shot on net. I want you speed flipping right. Speed flipping to the right, grabbing this boost. We need to be playing this boost. We can't be conceding this to the opponent. This is a replay glitch. You see he just picked it up there. He's got 100 now. We want to avoid giving boost control like this. That allows the orange team to stay in the play and keep the pressure up on you pretty much. Good job trying to recover, but yeah, just be careful there. I like the idea of trying to turn here. This is quite awkward. I think you'll get out of it, but the main error you can fix there is just not giving up boost in the first place. Jesus, this guy's name is obnoxious. This guy's name is really obnoxious. All right, but then we're playing against Vision and Verge with an E. Ball's going to go back. Nice, like playing this into the corner. Oh, we skim it into our own net. Feels bad. We need to make sure we jump and we flip that to the right. I think you had the right idea, but you didn't get it right. Luke, can you give me advice to rank up? I'm silver 2. Please respond. No. That's not a very robust question. Just giving me your rank and telling me how do I fix my whole life, it doesn't help. There are many reasons you could be silver 2, but a rank like that is so low that I would really just focus on playing the game and learning the fundamentals. Like, you could just benefit from my YouTube tutorials, the basics. Half flip, wave dash. Go to my 2021 stuff, 2022 stuff. Watch my oldest stuff, because that's the most basic stuff that I have out there. All right, cheat up. We're gonna move to the right. Teammate hits ball. Pinch goes right. This is gonna bounce high, off ceiling, down. You should be first here. He's cutting you to the right. Yeah, that's annoying. We have to go faster here. I would just jump and try to boom that ball forward. We don't want to get beat there. It kind of stalls us more than we need to be. Okay, good job grabbing pads. This is a little too passive, Josh. So it's important. Your movement in this direction makes a lot of sense to me. You're getting back by default. You're getting in line with your teammate, right? You're supporting him by default. Good. However, we now see, where's orange team? Not on our screen. They must be over here. So if no orange players are challenging my blue teammate, continuing to move back into my net here doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're guarding net, but where's the threat? There's no threat. It makes a lot more sense here to be turning up, moving into the midfield, supporting my teammate much more aggressively, positioning out near this pad, rather than moving into the back post position. The back post position, this is about as defensive or passive as you could hope to be in Rocket League. And when our teammate is not getting challenged, being this passive doesn't make sense to me. We want to be in the midfield. Now we just end up having to run up the field a little bit later. It's not consequential, but in general, you want to be careful of this movement. Flip back here. Now, immediately, if I were you, I would start to turn around. I would start to turn around in this position. Moving to the back post when there's no threat on the net puts your car in a position that's not really covering anything meaningful. So the ball's going to come middle here. We'll get a setup touch. We try to play it around him. Good 50. Drive through. Nice. Should have said learn how to do heli resets to the silver. Yes. Yes. By the way, I love you, Silver. It doesn't. I don't mind if you're a low rank and you're asking questions. I just get a lot of those questions are just quite lazy questions that streamers don't really prefer to answer because they're lazy. They assume that like you giving that information does anything for me, but it really doesn't help much. It's like saying, I'm 22, give me life advice. It's like, okay, well, you could be at the age 22 for a lot of different there are many 22-year-olds who are in many different places in life. So when you just say like, I'm champ 2, give me Rocket League advice. You think it's like helpful, but it's really not helpful. Anyway, sorry, Josh. Your replay's getting derailed. Let me focus on you. Okay, so Josh, we're going to get ball control here. We want to be jumping the ball forward. We want to be playing this quicker. Great 50. After you get the ball in the corner here, this ball goes to the right. We want to be playing this ball forward. He misses. We want to be jumping at this and taking a ground air dribble immediately. We wait a little too long, allow him to get a beat. That's fine. I like that you're hustling back into positions. So your hustle is very good on supporting your teammate. Be careful of these sorts of movements. So this is a bad habit a lot of champ players have, and even GC, I have this too. Power sliding into position. You think you're playing faster by power sliding here. You're like, oh, I'm power sliding, so I'm turning quick. But really what power slide does is it turns your car in exchange for speed. It kills your speed, right? So when you power slide into this position, you're like, nice, that was cool, fast and furious, but now you're 0 speed. And so now the ball goes middle and you're having to use all your boost or back up. You're in this very awkward position with 0 speed where you're playing the ball with no speed. Instead, if we're not having to make a cut on the ball, keep driving. Just keep driving and move to the left. Just keep driving and move with your teammate. And this is another one of those positions where at your rank, Josh, you need to understand that moving forward onto your front post is not a bad thing anymore. You're allowed to do this. I'd rather you keep your speed up and move forward here into this sort of position, even move into like onto this pad, as opposed to power sliding and then boom, sitting on your goal line. This is very passive. He gives you the ball for free, so we really shouldn't scuff this, but power sliding into position is the main mistake I want to highlight there. This is not something you should be doing. It feels natural, but it's slow. Does that make sense? Like it feels effective, but it's actually slow. You're killing your speed when I would say keep your speed up. This is something I realized when Pro Coach Gyro coached me. He kept telling me I need to play faster. Like I need to keep, but what he meant was like I need to keep my speed up. Okay, so the last tip I'm going to give you, Josh, is just the way you support your teammates. You're supporting your teammate in a very passive way. And I want you to understand what I mean by that. How aggressively you position behind your teammate when your teammate has the ball, right? So this is you. This is your teammate. How aggressively you position behind your teammate is based on how confident you are that your teammate's going to keep the play going, keep it moving forward. So if your teammate's getting double challenged by the opponents and the opponents look strong, I could understand this sort of passive positioning kind of behind him across the field. But when your teammate is hitting the ball forward and we see one guy facing back, two guys facing back, so neither of them can make a booming clear on the ball, you should be behind your teammate very close, supporting his challenge. So if the ball does come middle here, you don't want to be over on the left here. You want to be like over here. Like that, you need to be over here, Josh. You need to be right here. Supporting your teammate aggressively, ready for a center ball. By moving across the field, one, you're very far from the play, and two, you're not adequately covering the midfield. You're a little too passive, and so the ball like comes here, and you're just very far behind. He sends the ball back to the right side, and now you're running across the field, but you're just way too far. There's so much open space here that you're not guarding. Hard to say you would be able to stop that play anyways, but like here, when my teammate's moving, I would continue to move along these pads. I would not be running across the field here in the way that you do. I would be playing on these pads, moving behind him. Especially when I see the defense this weak and passive, positioning back, okay? Important concept for you to understand is when your teammate is strong and has the ball and the opponents are facing backwards, you can be more aggressive. I think this is an equal opposite mistake to what you were doing in the corner. When you were in the corner, or when your teammate was in the corner, you were just sitting back post by default. And you weren't really looking at if the opponents were strong or not, and there was nobody challenging, but you were still playing the back post. This is similar. Nobody's challenging your teammate, but you're playing the passive or pass position. So it kind of seeds pressure. Hey, Luke, have you considered coaching pro team? That would be fun. But I don't know if I have the bandwidth. I don't know if it's a priority for me right now, but that would be cool. So yeah, I would be positioned closer the whole way, supporting your teammate here. After your teammate starts to take it forward here, I understand being a little passive, but backing up, like if you would have just been driving up, that would have made so much more sense there. Then you would naturally be shadowing. Yeah, your positioning would just be so much better throughout this play. This is fine. We try to recover, get back around the ball. This is fine. Here we need to be moving in behind our teammate more, not across the field, and be much closer to the play. Then when we turn back here, this is fine. You're guarding his air dribble quite well. You're going to catch the ball here. Nice. We need to dribble this forward. And we start moving forward, but yeah, we don't get enough forward speed on this ball. We leave it too soon, and that orange team just takes that ball for free. He just took that right off you. So yeah, it was just a little too slow. You have to push the ball towards the net with a little bit more speed before you can leave the ball. Teammate gets a nice shot. Here we're going to move forward. Wave dash down. Nice recovery. Nice playing on the pads. Good supporting your teammate here. Nice. I like this turn in a little bit more. You're going to get ball here. Maybe go for a shot. Play around one. Nice. Good shot. Very nice play. Nice. Good camera movement. Nice playing to the pads. This looks good. Good recovery. Nice supporting teammate here. Careful of this movement, Josh. You do this often when your teammate has the ball, you'll just start to like run to the opposite side of the field. I'm not sure what's motivating it, but stay under and behind your teammate. It's his job to get a 50 here. It's your job to support him. So stay with him. Don't like, you're running off a lot. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe you sense you're too close to the play, so you're like, oh, I need to create distance. But the way that you're creating distance isn't very logical. It's giving you more problems. You're not adequately supporting your teammate. So then when the ball goes behind him, you're taking longer to catch up than you should be. You're playing a lot of very passive positions. They're kind of messing up. They're not really capitalizing, so you're fine. But yeah, positioning sometimes confuses me. Good 50, grab boost, turn back, let teammate go. Good job. See, this is how we want to be supporting our teammate. Facing the play when the 50 happens, this is very nice. You're turning in. You're kind of facing your teammate when the 50 happens. That allows you to go in this position. I'd actually be going to that ball. I think you were first. I don't know. Felt a little passive here. I would be speed flipping. Go get that ball. You're first. He's still recovering. You're first. It's rolling towards you. I think you just leave kind of him ball for no reason. I think you're leaving half boost for your teammate, which is nice. But I wouldn't have left that ball in the corner, to be honest. You have an open. Cool. Your play is pretty solid, Josh. You're winning for sure. I'd say the majority of your mistakes are how you're supporting your teammate. A little bit of what you're doing with the ball, but it's mostly been your teammate of the ball. Yeah, just no need to jump here. This air dribble is completely non-threatening. He's air dribbling into your corner. Look at where this first touch is going. Unless he fixes this here, this is still way off target. This is way off target. I don't know if you realize this, but this is way... He's got to get a crazy reset to the left, so just keep guarding the net. If he gets the reset to the left, you got to make a save. But yeah, this is going into your corner right now. Unless he gets a pop reset to the left. By jumping there, you gave them an open, which I think you're aware of, but... Save jump. What rank is this replay? I believe this is Champ 2. In before the My Champ 2 games don't look like this. I like to use Reddit. I read it all day. Alright, here we go. Double tap. Smush him. You go for a smush. Good recovery. Yeah, definitely solo play. I think could use some work for you, Josh. Your recoveries are good. Your one touches on the ball are good. You haven't created anything crazy. Your shots are powerful, though, which is good. But yeah, definitely our controlled touches, as well as our supporting our teammates. Probably let teammate go. Yeah, just... The position you want to be in the midfield, I can tell you're uncomfortable as to where you want to be. When the ball is on the right side of the field, you want to be here. This is where we kind of want to be. Want to be in this area. This is a very flexible position. If the ball comes middle, you can go out, right? And if the ball, you know, if they were to hit the ball back in the corner, you could kind of go to the right too. We like being positioned somewhere here when our teammate's pushing the ball through the corner. We need to find this position more often on offense, right? Because you're positioning too close to the wall, and then you're not supporting the center, and then sometimes you're across the field and you're not close enough to the wall. So you need to recognize that that's the position we want to be in when our teammates kind of making these central passes and making these central plays. I like this fake challenge. Guide this into your corner. Don't seed corner boost. Good. Break tap. Take time here. Good use of 2 jumps. Float behind it. Not bad at all. Izako. Nice. We go for some sort of ground air dribble. Not bad at all. Our teammate doesn't really have an opportunity to go. I wouldn't leave boost there. I would probably hustle back, but go get boost. But our play is not bad. Your mechanics, I know you're de-rusting because you're coming back from them and you're grinding more now. So grinding the ground air dribbles, the air dribble roadmap just in general that we're working on is going to be really good for you. But I'm focused mostly on decision-making stuff right now. There you go. Yeah, and I think practicing your grounded doubles and all these things will work more too. You often feather your boost, whereas I want you more confidently boosting through these. It doesn't look like you're using air roll left or air roll right. If you don't have those, that's going to be a main focus as you push into Grand Champ. There's a big question in the chat. I'll get to that later, O'Brien, if I have time. Focused on Josh here right now. This is good supporting. A lot of good fake challenges, Josh. You're doing a good job of this. Good stop, actually. Let teammate go. I think you're trying to let teammate go. Teammate doesn't realize. Now you're going to have to jump in the way. Good reflexes. Want to get the corner boost there. Don't want to let him get it. Look for corner boost. Nice. Nice. Try to block the angle. Good job, Josh. Here comes an air dribble. Nice. No, don't pitch that. Air dribble that. It actually works out well. No, slow down. We're just panicky here. I mean, you're up 6-2. It doesn't matter, but I want to see you air dribble that. This, you have a very nice, just drive up. Boom. Hit into the air. Air dribble that. Maybe we're going for a pass there. It's not bad play, Josh, but I would be focused on your ground touches. Specifically your doubles. I don't know if you use arrow left or arrow right, Josh. There's something that looks uncomfortable about these. Air dribbles. I'm not sure what it is. Let's sit down so I can do a mechanical demonstration. There's something that looks uncomfortable about your air dribbles, so I guess I'll do a quick demo for these ground to air dribble kind of double taps. When you're doing double taps here, if you're not holding air roll, we get this recoil where our car bounces back, and I have to push my joystick forward, but the ball bounces my car back, and now it's slow to get the double tap. So like if I hit it here, I get this first touch, but without air roll, I'm really slow here. Like it's not that you can't do it, it's just you have to suffer from this recoil, hit back, and I'm pushing my joystick forward, but it's still not going back to the ball. If you air roll through the touch here, we resist much of that knockback force. So it makes the double a lot easier because the air roll locks the angular momentum, so you just spin right through the ball. See this? I'll give you another example, like straight on. Let me try to hit this like kind of more straight at the backboard. So when you're spinning, it helps significantly. The other thing is you'll notice if I stop boosting, this makes it much harder for me to do these double taps. Like you see how I'm feathering boost here? Makes it much harder because then I can't keep up with the ball. We almost always want to be boosting through these doubles. So there I use air roll to get kind of a zen touch. But ideally here we're hitting it with the front and we're boosting as much as we can through these touches. The boost also helps your car continue to go because when you make contact with the ball, no matter how you hit the ball, it's going to knock you back. I think that was probably the best. Smoother. You see how because I'm boosting, because I'm spinning, because I'm doing all these things, my car powers through the double after the first touch and gets the least amount of recoil. If I stop doing any of those things, like here, I just stopped air rolling. That significantly slowed me down. Or if I stop air rolling and boosting, that gives me the worst double tap attempt. So you want to be spinning and double and boosting through the first touch. That's going to give you the most speed through your doubles, the most consistency, and the least knockback. Very important. Very important concept. This is true on all parts of the field. Even if I'm jumping off the ground here, you'll see that I tornado spin through my setup. I'm trying to get this ball high in the middle of the backboard for the easiest setup. Because I spin through that, it makes the whole thing much easier. If I don't spin, I get knocked back, and now I have to push forward again. It makes it much harder. But if I tornado here, I get a much smoother setup. So here I'm holding arrow left, pushing joystick to the right, trying to hit the ball with the front of my car, and then I'm hitting it up. So I'm timing my second dodge. Here, because the ball's low to the ground, I'm going to use my second dodge to reduce the knockback as well. So that's sort of another piece of another mechanic or another tool that I'm using to resist knockback. Is here my second jump helps me resist the knockback. This is quite a high touch. When I get a high touch in game, I'll often go for a reset. So I need to get around the left side of this ball to hit it to the right. That's probably the weakest one, but you want to hit it high so they don't get an easy save. That one I didn't boost through the touch, so you need to boost through the touch to keep rising. And at full speed, maybe it looks something like this. So we're holding boost, holding tornado spin. That gives us that nice slowdown and resisting knockback. Tornado spin is holding arrow left and pushing my stick to the right as far as definitions go. But this one is quite a precise touch. So we're in the drop touches pack here by Torment, but I'm mostly using it for double tap setups. Normally what Torment wants you to do in these pack is like these types of setups, but we're using it for a different purpose. Like this is what we would normally be practicing here, but these double taps are also a good thing to practice here. So I'm jumping early using my second jump as well as tornado spin to slow me down behind the ball. Tornado spin, arrow left plus stick right from this position turns me back. So that's why I'm using this spin that gives me height, and then it helps me turn back if I use it even more. If I make this touch like anywhere middle or top left, that's probably the easiest double in this position. Like above the top left part of the post, that was probably the best example. It's going to give me the easiest double tap potential. If I hit it too far to the left, I got to redirect this to the right. Challenging. If I hit it too far to the right, I can't. I'm going to have to use a lot of boost to get behind. That really wouldn't work in game. So we're aiming to get this like kind of above the top left of the post. That was close, but a little too far left. Ideally, like kind of that's almost the perfect one. A little lower would be better. But yeah, that's how we're trying to get these setups. Not easy. A lot of muscle memory. I think you could practice this pack for quite a few minutes. That was close. I need to keep boosting through the setup. There we go. That was the best setup. That's the setup you're really trying to go for on these types of shots. So there's a sort of example for you, Josh. I hope that helps. You can use all these. I mean, all these shots are useful, but the ground doubles are mainly what I want you practicing. So spinning through these and boosting through them. A useful tool here is tornado spin. Tornado spin is arrow left, stick right, or arrow right, stick left. That slows me down from this normal flying position with my car facing forward. If I start tornado spinning here, it slows me down. You see how it turns my car back. So that's what I'm using here to slow down if I want to create separation after, like if I just want to spin through it, I can spin through it, but I might overshoot this ball. You see that? So often what I'll do is I'll spin through it and then tornado spin from here to slow down. See what that looks like? So I'm like normally spinning through it here, and I tornado spin when I get here to slow down just a little bit. That allows me to create that separation, slow my touchdown, line myself up. So normal spin, tornado spin there. See how it faces my car back, and then I pulled my joystick down to make sure I hit it with the roof of my car. But that's how I would approach these shots. So you're spinning normally through this touch, and then you get to this position, and then you tornado spin to slow down a little bit. And you'll have to use like other adjustments if you make your touch too far. But if you do it perfectly, you're just spinning left. This should bounce down. But if you're making this touch perfectly and you're spinning left, then when you get to here, that's probably where it'll tornado spin. You can reverse tornado spin. That'll speed you up from this position. It's arrow left plus stick left. Oh, that ducks my nose down. So you could get like a normal spinning touch, hit it forward, just arrow left. I would reverse tornado spin to speed up from this position. That would be like if I somehow hit the ball too high and then I need to like duck down like that. That'd be like if I hit the ball too high and then I went up and then I need to duck down at the last second. I would reverse tornado spin from here to drop my nose down. See that? Trying to drop down, but most of the time we'll be using normal tornado, and then here we'll slow down, we'll spin through it, and then here we'll use tornado to slow down and to lift our nose. Looks something like that. You can also just spin through this touch, but just giving you knowledge of the different types of spins you'll use here. So you can practice all these. These shots get a little more complicated, but shots 1 and 4 in this pack were the most useful. 1 and 4 is pretty challenging. This bouncing shot for a double. Yeah, this one's pretty tricky. You don't want to hit it too far to the left there. You want to hit it more to the right. There we go. So yeah, hopefully these are helpful, Josh. This will give you a couple things to practice. And then arrow left and arrow right, if you haven't practiced yet, will be useful for you too. There are a couple decision-making things. I hope those help. Let me know if you have more questions. We can talk more. Conscious this was only 25 minutes, but we made it through your replay fast. So there you go, my man. Sal, make those into some YouTube shorts. I'll send this to you tomorrow, Josh. Appreciate you. We'll go next replay. All right, stop recording. Next replay. Next replay, we have Outlaw here. We're going to check out Mox or Outlaw. Mox or Outlaw here. I think this is him. Outlaw 9124. He's a Diamond 2 player. We just finished Champ 2, which was Josh. Now we're on to Mox. He says, I think I play too fast sometimes. I struggle with dribble control. I struggle when I play more aggressive players. Oh, and Josh, does he have anything? Yeah, play too passive is correct. Struggle with dribble control against more aggressive players. Yeah. So anyways, Josh, if you're watching the recording, these are all correct. We confirmed these. So I gave you some things. You don't switch off ball cam too much. You don't switch off ball cam. But your other observations are spot on. Okay. But anyways, Outlaw. We'll check out yours. Outlaw or Mox. I struggle when I play more aggressive players. I struggle with dribble control. I think I play too fast. I just do the same training packs, maybe free play and just hit the ball around. Rings. Love to be more consistent. Would love it to be champ 1. Do I switch off ball cam too much? Am I hitting the ball wrong? Am I playing too aggressive? Outlaw, did you use the same write-up that Hunter Z used? Your questions were very similar. That's so funny. I thought I was looking at the same one for a second. Yeah, I'm happy to help. Am I playing too aggressive and not rotating right? All right, let's check it out, Mox. Let's see what we can help improve. This is Outlaw here. There we go. Play. Profile. Match history. Replays. Mox 01. Okay. Mox 07. Mox 07. I think this is him. Yeah, you have the same car design as Hypernova, so I was confused for a second, but I think this is you. Hypernova has the same car design. We were just analyzing him earlier, yeah. A lot of people use this one. I think pros started using this, and now other people use it. I don't know exactly which one it is, but we'll check out your car, Mox. All right, we're a Diamond 1 player, Diamond 2 player. Sometimes playing too aggressive, doesn't know if you're rotating right, would love to be more consistent. Your dribble and aerial plays, you said. Start out with a free goal from your teammate. Cool. Cool. Switch to this type of overlay so that way you can see my drawings if I do them. Here we're going to go for some sort of ground play. So the ball goes to the left here. He misses his touch twice. Nice. We're going to go for some sort of ground to air dribble. I think we only use 1 jump there. We did use a tornado spin, but we really need 2 jumps here. When you only jump once, you don't catch back up to the ball quick enough, so there's too much of a gap between you and the ball. So when you're doing these ground setups here, see how you jump 1, and then you're too far, you're hitting this way too high. What we want to be doing is rather than boosting through the setup, I'm going to show you a training pack here. This is the dribble gym. Where's dribble gym? I'll show you 2 ways to practice this. So this is one way, Mox, that you can practice this, which is dribble gym. So I put it here. Skip to the bouncers. So the bouncers are here on 12. Well, this is 1. Well, the mid-air bouncers. But I'm talking about the ground bouncers. The ground bouncers, 15. So when you do these setups, if you just jump with the ball once, you're not going to catch back up to it. So you can go like this, but you hit the ball way too far forward and you lose it. That was me too, hitting the ball too far forward. If I jump and I boost the whole way, this is, once again, a little bit too far. This could be like a quick play on the net, but it's a little too slow. It's taking a lot of time for me to get back to the ball. This would work if nobody was challenging you, but it's not very game realistic. Instead of 1 jump pulled through and we're stuck behind it, we want to use 2 jumps to apply the speed. So rather than boosting through the setup, you see I used no boost there. How using the 2nd jump gave me enough speed to go on net nicely. Now, this is a little bit of an exaggeration. You can obviously tap your boost, but me using 2 jumps there gave it a much better pop and actually got back to the ball quicker. Combining together should look more like this. When you use those 2 jumps, we get back to the ball way faster. Okay? So we're using the 2nd jump. Our 2nd jump is the contact with the ball. That was actually a little too high. Ideally, you're hitting equally behind and under the ball. That was one of the best examples. And now we can get a 2-touch or a 3-touch air dribble or a reset. We actually get a scoring finish at the net. Like, we get a touch forward, but it's not too far to the point where we can't do anything. Like, with that would highly likely go in. So 2 jumps, boom, hit this ball up, and then from here we're using tornadoes, reverse tornadoes, other air roll adjustments to make the shot go on the net. But the key here with the setup is the use of the 2 jumps. 2 nice taps of the jump, gets the ball going at the net, gets us a much nicer setup. Let me know if you have questions on that. I hope that's helpful. That's the one setup. You can also do this in free play. So if you just use the down command and then the right command to bounce the ball, you could also practice the setup here. 2 jumps once again. It's the same thing. We have a little bit less of a bounce to work with when I did it that way. You could use 2 bounces if you want. The mistake here is a lot of players like to try to time that. That's actually a very hard timing to get. I got it first try because I'm lucky, I guess. But that's usually what it looks like. That's usually what it'll look like. So instead I'm using 2 jumps. My second jump is the contact. So remember, my second jump there is the contact, and then we're flying up with the ball. That was a little bit of a high touch, but you get the idea. Like this is a scoring opportunity. So the second jump is the contact, boom, and now we're making a scoring play after that. A couple examples of what that can look like. Hopefully that's helpful for you Diamond Champ, even Grand Champ players. If you're a plat, focus on your kickoffs. Wrong short. Wrong short for you. All right. We'll go back to your replay mocks. Back here. So yeah, we want to control this a little bit better. Not the end of the world. You want to use 2 jumps there, though, not 1, to get a more controlled pop. That's not so high, far, and forward. But, I mean, it ends up kind of working. Nice. Ends up working. Little sketch, but works. Here we're going to see the ball go to the right. You're going to grab boost. Support your teammate in the middle. This is good. Wait back. He's going to hit the ball to you here. I would cut this. You had an opportunity. Here, he hit the ball too heavy. Maybe you're a little scared because you're last back. But remember, if they do hit you the ball, you go get it. Reverse. Start reversing right now. If you reverse into this ball and then half flip, you slam it into their corner before they get to it. Because it's rolling at you, you're first. But because you keep driving, you let Shadowkeeper cut in. Not the end of the world, but don't give the ball for free. Like, if you do have an opportunity to cut in and take it, go for it. So ready here, start reversing. Go get that ball. This is fine. Once again, we're so super passive here. I don't know why we're so passive. So the ball, I know it's hard to understand, but you and this guy are equidistant from the ball. So you might be sitting here going, I'm scared to go. You know, I'm last man back, which you are. Put this on borderless. You are last man back here. This guy's close to the ball. This guy's close to the ball. Like, you're kind of equidistant. But the thing you have to understand is this ball's rolling this way. It's rolling towards your net. So you're first. If you go here, it's going to come to you. Ball's going to come to you. So what we need to be doing here is we need to be driving it into the front post, up the back wall. Use the front post to get to the back wall here. This is your ball. Your ball. Keep driving straight. But we just, I don't know why, we just turn back and we let them take a shot on us, which is very risky. We should not be doing this. You have this ball. Keep driving forward. Drive up the back wall. I know this is deceiving, but when the ball's rolling towards us, we're going to be first, even if I'm equidistant with the opponent. It's an important Rocket League lesson. Okay, we're full boost. This is good. Supporting the teammate. Hustle. I would get up behind your teammate. Support him much more aggressively here. When you do get that beat on the opponent, you want to... Nice. Get a demo. Support your teammate aggressively. This ball goes behind you. You got hustle now. Speed flips. I want to see a speed flipping here. We need to be getting back much quicker. I need some hustle. You're using boost, but here you could be wave dashing and then speed flipping, and then you're instantly supersonic. We just drive down the wall, and we might have scuffed it, but we need to be wave dashing and speed flipping consistently in Diamond. Ideally. Those are fundamentals. You're going to get a 50 here. This ball goes into the corner. Your teammate's challenging it. The opponent's challenging it. I don't know why we jump here. This jump is bad. I mean, it gives you a little bit of speed, but it actually makes you really easy to demo. Like, this guy could just wait for you to land, but he's speed flipping through the middle, so he's also missing his opportunity. So nobody in this lobby is playing for demos. You're probably not at a rank where people play for demos yet, but when you jump in the midfield like this, you become a very easy demo target. I know you think you're dodging. Maybe some people think they're dodging the demo. You're not dodging the demo with these wave dash things. You need more speed. Like, if somebody sees you jump here, it's very easy to just demo you right there when you land. But he's not focused on you. He's just focused on the ball, so you'll be okay for a sec, but be careful. So here, too, like, you have this ball. You're kind of panicking here. We need to hit this ball into the corner, ideally. I think maybe you're trying to play it to your teammate, but you play it way too far to the midfield there. Gives them a 50 or a potential opportunity to hit the ball first. I would just play it to your teammate or into the corner. Yeah, and we're just missing our opportunities to go for the ball. So here, turn, and now you go for the ball here. Jump, front flip. Not go. We just hesitate, and then, yeah, we're letting them shoot point blank. So that was an awkward read. I could understand this is more like a skill issue. That's just kind of getting a read, but the previous play where we saw a similar situation was understanding that you were first to the ball. So make sure you go. A little bit of hesitation. Ball goes middle. This is dangerous. We're kind of challenging into nothing. Teammate hits the ball forward. If we get a bad 50 there, we're screwed. But you're gonna be fine. Hustle to the net. I would get a little bit quicker. If they get a shot on net, you might be scored on. You're a little bit slow here. So make sure we're not. We generally want to be avoiding sitting still. So like here, we should be driving forward towards the play. This guy's facing the wrong way, facing backwards. Your teammate's moving. It's very unlikely this guy's gonna get a good touch. He's facing backwards right now. So you should be driving forward towards the play, playing more aggressive. Because you just sit still here, by the time it is time to go, you're slow. You have to use all your boost to catch up, and then you're taking a 50. If you're just driving forward right now, rather than turning back and power sliding and braking, like specifically here, this power slide and brake is too passive, you're not adequately supporting your teammates. So you got to recognize opportunities to move forward. So here you brake, but he's facing the wrong way. So you got to be more aggressive with how you move forward. Makes you a little too slow. You rarely want to be sitting still in Rocket League. It's often not a good idea. Makes you less flexible. Good attempt on the landing. We get too heavy of a touch, but it's a good attempt. You're air rolling left, trying to land on the wall. The main thing we want to remember when getting these touches in the corners is you want to delay your takeoff as long as possible. So here you jump from way behind the ball and then try to land, but this hits the ball heavy forward and makes your recovery awkward. If you just wait to take off until the last possible second, this recovery is way easier. You hit under the ball. So keep driving, keep driving, keep driving. Double jump at the last second rather than single jumping and air rolling. Using 2 jumps is something that I think we're missing right now. The second jump can also resist your knockback through the ball, which makes those recoveries easier. Gonna grab boost here. Get the ball. I want to see a better shot, but it goes in. Nice. Hit the ball with the nose of your car, ideally. But do a little butt bump. Hit it in. Little butt bump. Never hurt anyone. Looking for that boost. I'll be playing in the midfield here. Once you concede that boost to the opponent, and the other guy's to the right, he's taking the mid boost. You just got to play pad here. You got to assume that mid boost is taken. You don't have time to go to the right here. He's taking that. And I probably wouldn't go to the corner without checking the play. I would grab these 2 boosts in the midfield, grab this, and then wait to go to the corner. Because now you're going to the corner, but the play's moving forward, so you're not supporting the play once again. So you should be moving back here, grabbing this pad, waiting to see who wins this challenge. If they win this challenge, you flip back. If you win this challenge, you turn and you move up. But here you just decide, I'm going corner boost, front flip. And then you start looking at the play. Oh, hello. But once again, you're a little slow. So just... how do I say this? Make your decisions after you check the play, not before you check the play. So you're making the decision here, I'm going corner boost. Whereas I'd be grabbing the mid pad, just playing a little bit more flexibly. If your teammate does get a full beat there, you want to turn up and go score the ball. Which he does. Teammate gets a dunk. You're going to support to the left here. Teammate might turn here. He doesn't. Decent 50. Nice. Rotate down. I notice you're doing a lot of this movement where you jump and wave dash. This jump and wave dash is... it can be used. It's not really useful in the situations you're using it. You're using it to like delay your recovery. This jump wave dash move is when you want to delay a speed boost. You want a speed boost, but you don't want it now. Here, I would just be flipping. You want a speed boost. You need to go grab boost. So make sure you're using your recovery mechanics, I suppose, in the right situations. Here, we should be jumping off the wall, wave dashing down, and then speed flipping and grabbing pads. But instead, we kind of slow down. We use a jump. We don't get the recovery we want, but it ends up not mattering too much. But I feel like you're not selecting your recovery mechanics in quite the situations I would. So be careful. Like that jumping wave dash, like this is what I want to see you be doing. And then speed flipping is more useful than the wave dash off the ground right back onto it again. Not bad. Supporting your teammate. Shadow. Just guard the pass here. Okay, you're moving too far back there. So we need to move a little farther forward. So you're doing a good job supporting here, but when he starts moving to the middle, cut him off. Cut him off. You have a shot. It's very obvious what he's going to do. He can only take the ball this way. He's facing backwards, right? He can't shoot at you. So like the best he could do is flick to your teammate, but you should just be playing the dunk here. Going back to your net is a mistake. Now you give him a space to flick. So you need to stay with the guy here. When he moves left, nice. Go and then try to cut him off here. That's what I would be going for. Nice, you got this touch. This is good. Once again, remember the double jump technique. I think this is one of the most important things you can learn how to do is double jump through these touches. This is a very common situation that's happening. This isn't a bad touch. It hits the ball forward, but it just looks a little clunky. We're often using one jump and then air rolling and just letting that touch be the second one. I think we tried to flip there, but I'll show you what I mean by this in a second. Nice, ball comes middle. I can't quite get flip back. Nice, probably gonna have to play corner boost here. Good. Block the mid pass. Go for it. Good air roll. Stay behind the ball. It's fine. Probably let teammate go. You're fine. Play the mid. Okay, now you can cut it off if you want. You could cut it there once they leave for you. Just a little slow. Here, jump, wave dash, speed flip. You're just missing these opportunities to recover faster, and so you're just like you're just a little bit slower than maybe you want to be. Jump, use that inside of the net to jump off, wave dash, and then speed flip. Feels bad. Feels bad. Goes right to him, and then you just top left, bang. Teammates grab and boost. Feels bad. Try again. There you go. Okay, we got boost in the midfield. And not much we can do yet. We kind of have to wait his touch. Nice. You keep moving forward. You get a better angle. Good job. Shouldn't be in, but watch the middle ball. You're playing a little too passive there. I would guard the net a little bit more aggressively. So flip here. When this ball goes middle, I would not be swinging wide around like this. Like I would be moving in closer to this part of the net. If this shot is like better, like bottom left or here, like you could get scored on. Your teammate's kind of guarding it, but you're lucky he plays it all the way across. You swung out a little too wide here. I think this swing out wide is a little too slow in my opinion. There's a ball that you might not be able to save there that's below front post. Good. We kind of hit it into him. Flick the camera to the right to check where he is here. We kind of make our play in the blind and then just give him the ball. Good 50. Nice. Go up the field quick. Want to be playing this ball. Oh, feels bad. Our control could be a little bit better here, but your control is not bad for a diamond. It's very solid for a diamond. We were just watching a champ who had like similar control to you, maybe a little better. He had a little better control, but your control is not bad for a diamond. I would say the main issues are how you're supporting your teammate, when you're rotating. Perhaps the consistency of your touches is another one. But yeah, using your second jump, using your recoveries more. You're not always using your recoveries. Bang. Oh, luckily he misses. Like here, I would be speed flipping up once again. Go get the ball faster. That touch seems a little awkward. There we go. This touch might be better. Yeah, a lot of our air dribbles that you're going for are like these single jump air dribbles, which are just very hard to do. Using two jumps is going to make you way more effective. So obviously watch the demos at the start of this. But I also want to see you using your recoveries more. So here's we rotate back once again. The ball's moving into my corner. I'm moving up the midfield until I know that I can either turn up, like if my teammate gets a beat here, I turn up, or if he doesn't get a beat, then maybe I go back post, and if I have tons of time, I'll grab corner boost. But what you often do, Mox, is you make a decision without looking at the play. You turn ball cam off and you go, I want this corner boost. Don't know what's going on in the play, but I'm going to go get this corner boost. Okay, now we're looking. And it's like, oh, the ball was almost just in your net a second ago. Like if your teammate got demoed here or beat here, you wouldn't even know because you were just, your eyes off the play. So remember, where you move on the field, how much time you have is based on if you're getting attacked or not. So you can't just decide you want that corner boost and then shut off ball cam and then come back to the play in 3 seconds. Ideally, you would be watching the play, driving down the midfield, and only when you realize you have time do you peel off for that corner boost. Right now, it feels backwards. Like you decide at this point in time where we know nothing about the play that I want the boost, which is not like the logical order to go for. Make sure you're making your play, your decisions based off of the information in the lobby. If you're just making it based off of feel or what you want, you're going to just leave your net open a lot. Yeah, and so there's just some fundamental movement stuff we can work on. There we go. That was better. That was better use of the 2 jumps, waiting for the last second. You get a better touch there. Good child. See if they get an air dribble. Grab this boost. Probably go all the way back here. Yep, that'll work. Single jump air dribble. You love your single jump air dribbles. So I think your play was very good, man. Obviously, you're winning, so you're doing a good job. Some of the main things that I want to highlight are what I was calling those like single jump air dribble plays, which is like when we're making a touch in the corner. How do I describe this? Like the ball's moving into the corner here. Okay. If we want to make an outplay touch, we wait till... Oh, shoot, that wasn't the bounce I wanted. If we want to make an outplay touch, what we're looking for here is like... it's really hard to set up in these lobbies. What I'm looking for is... Ball's going into the corner here. I'm going to wait till the last second to jump. I'm going to jump here, and I'm like an air roll, land, go again. These aren't the best examples. Maybe I can get one right in the corner there. It's like here. No, these aren't the best examples. I'll just start one low. So what you were doing here is like to get your 2 touches look something like this. You would jump here, hit it behind, land, and then try to go get it. And this is not bad, but it creates a lot of time between your first touch and your second touch. I'll show it again. When you jump here, you had the right idea of like, okay, I'm air roll lefting, but you were jumping from so far away here. It was like you would get your touch forward, you would land, and then you try to go again. Show one more time, even closer to the wall. Maybe here. Similarly on this wall. You would jump back here. You would get your touch, you would air roll, and you would land. This is fine, but what we want to be doing is we want to delay our jump to land closer to the ball to get a softer touch. So instead of jumping back here, I would wait till I got under it here. Wait till I'm under. I'd get this touch, and then I would be right behind it again. So I sort of make my touch under the ball. I'll show again on this side. Rather than taking off and trying to hit behind the ball, which what you would do, you would like take off and hit behind the ball here. See me? You would go like this. You clear it into the corner. You would land, and then you would chase. I have to do a little bit of chasing here. And there's a wide gap between me and the ball. I'll show it on this wall. Let this bounce up. When I go like this, I can get this touch forward, but then this takes a while before I land and go get it again. It's not terrible. It's good level 1. But level 2, the better level of control we want you to get to, is being able to hit the ball under here. So like take off at the last second. Then by the time you get back to the ball, it hasn't even bounced yet. It just gives you a more floaty touch that you could follow up better. I hope this is making sense. If the ball's closest to the wall, this makes like the most sense. You want to really wait till you get under it to make this touch here. So like you're hitting it before it even bounces. And that's how you get like the best multiple touches on the ball that you sort of can't be challenged. Hopefully that makes sense. Somebody said, when do the clothes come off? That's a good, Scott. That's a good question. If you pay extra. If we donate $10,000, I will take my shirt off. Actually, I'll take 10,000 V-Bucks, one or the other. Hello, Abodi Alsana. So hopefully that was helpful. That was like 25 minutes of analysis. And then, yeah, I think there was one other tactic I taught you, which was like recovering it out of the net. Like if you ever do get stuck on your net like this, you could jump, get a nice wave dash, and speed flip. I would be practicing these. I didn't see you speed flipping consistently. Like every time we're going off a wall, this jump, wave dash, speed flip combo, super useful for getting our speed up. Jump, wave dash, speed flip, super fast to get back to supersonic. You just need like 10 boost, and then you're back. So I want to see us using that a little bit more. Anytime I'm off the wall, jump, wave dash, speed flip, I'm full boost. Or full speed. Very useful technique for you to practice. So yeah, that's it, my man. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, Outlaw. Hopefully I answered your questions pretty well, Mox. Let's see. Am I hitting the ball wrong? Yes. To where I lose control of my car. Exactly right. So hopefully that technique helped you. You want to delay your jump. You want to use 2 jumps on the ground to air dribbles. And yeah, we covered this. I think I play too fast sometimes. I actually don't know if you play too fast. I would say you don't use recovery mechanics enough. You use your boost too much. Do you switch off ball cam too much? Yes, you do switch off ball cam too much. You do switch off ball cam and go chase boosts without looking at the play. So yeah, your instincts were right. You were spot on, Mox. Hopefully this gives you some tangible, like, kind of examples of how we can improve these things. And I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. I'll send you this recording. Just finished. Good luck, Mox. I think this will help a lot. You are correct about turning off ball cam too much. And I gave you some pointers and example training packs for better ball control. Hope that helps. All right. Last but not least, we have AG, our second replay submission. Agamemnon sent one. Agamemnon sounds like a Pokemon. He sent one back in October. Now we're in November. Let's do it, my man. Oh, I have to remove these guys' roles so I don't double coach them. VIP Luke replay review. Hunter Z. VIP Luke replay review. Remove that. Mr. Goost. VIP Luke replay review. Remove that. Hypernova VIP. Remove that. All right, Agamemnon. Let's do this one. Diamond 2. Back for round 2. Hopefully this is helpful. For those of you who have been asking, these are Clubhouse members. I'll put a link to the Clubhouse in chat. Can you go through one of my 2's replays if you join the Clubhouse? That's the answer. Agamemnon. Let's do it. Sounds like a Pokemon. I think that's Charmander in your pick. Let me know if that's Charmander in your pick. Profile, match history, save replays. Is it Lost in the Sauce? I would assume this is him. I would have to assume that this is AG. This is who we're watching. Yeah, with the Charmander profile pick, this has to be him. Okay. So 3's replay. I presume this is you, Agamemnon. If I'm not analyzing you, well, good luck. You're going to get this guy's analysis. You're using the silver card design. Very clean. Big Mac says, yo, does he reply? So we're playing the 3's game. You're supporting your teammate here. It looks like you're solo queuing. You're going to go back for corner boost. This is okay. Careful of using boost. Yeah, careful of using boost here. We use like 10 boost and then flip. We end up grabbing, replenishing it, but you could just flip here or just drive along the pads. We don't get the touch we want. What happened here? I think we may have just fail flipped. Yeah, we just hit the brakes. We just need to keep driving and then we're fine. Hit that ball forward. For some reason, I feel like my camera's messed up right now. Agamemnon is Diamond 2, I believe. So you just don't get the touch we want. You just panic here. Just keep driving and you were fine. I think you slammed the brakes and that made your aerial awkward. We're rotating back though. We're covering the teammate. Good job covering him and cutting in when he loses the ball. Very nice. So be careful about here. You're moving at supersonic. You're moving max speed. So we can do 2 tap right. Like you could just tap right on your joystick and not lose supersonic like 2 or 3 times and you won't lose supersonic. But for some reason here, we're already supersonic and then we flip. And I think this actually puts us too far ahead because then we land and then we slam the brakes and now we're moving slow and the ball gets hit forward and now we're speeding up again. So this is the second time I've saw you like flip to cover a ton of ground and then actually realize, oh, I was going fast enough and then slam the brakes to slow down and then try to go again. It's kind of inefficient in that way, like stop, go, stop, go. So we'd rather obviously just continue driving forward the whole way and be lining ourselves up and moving near max speed rather than like flipping and sort of putting ourselves in an uncomfortable spot. So we'll just be wary if that keeps happening to you. I just want to put that on your radar. Teammate gets a nice follow-up. We're going to lose ball back right. Grab boost here. We're moving back. I'd be turning off ball cam, looking for a demo on this guy. You kind of just drive by him and ignore him. Like he's to your right now. I'd be looking for a demo. You kind of just turn left and ignore him. I'd be probably looking for a demo. So you're playing 3rd here, supporting your teammate. Nice. I would go here. We just take off a little late. I don't know if you maxed your jump. We go Yeah, so we use both jumps immediately there. That's not quite the fast aerial takeoff sequence. We want to be holding down the first jump, maxing out the first jump timer, rather than just tap, tap, jump. It's too slow. So we hit under the ball there. A lot of people don't know this. They think they're doing the right aerial, but they're not. Let me show you the difference. So I'm going to go into aerial pro training. Everybody has access to this, even if you're on console. A lot of people think they're doing aerial training the right way, and they're doing it completely wrong. So there's a difference. There's a difference here between a fast aerial and a double jump aerial. I'll ask a lot of people if they're fast aerialing. This is a double jump aerial. And they think they're fast aerialing. They're not. They're just using both jumps, but they're not fast aerialing. The difference is when I do a fast aerial, I'm maxing my first jump and then using the second. You see this? So I'm holding my first jump timer for 200 milliseconds, tilting my car back, then using the second jump. You see how that comes delayed? Whereas if I just tap, tap, jump immediately, I actually don't get the max height. It's a slightly slower sequence. Not terribly slower, but it will cause you to miss shots in the way that you did. So I'm in aerial striker training pack right here. What you want to practice here is a pro aerial training pack? Pro aerials, yes, the Rocket League Psionics pack. Hold your first jump, then use the second one. You should be able to hit the ball, a ball that's this high, without taking off before this boost pad. In fact, I take off at the halfway mark. Wow. Here I get a double tap, but you'll see how late you can take off when you do this the right way and still slam the ball into the ground. Notice how I don't even take off until I reach the halfway mark on the field. Look at this. Or maybe a little past the boost pad. I might be exaggerating. But if you do this wrong, then you'll need to take off way too early. Like if you just do 2 jumps and then you tilt back, you're way slower. Versus if you do this right, I can take off from the exact same point, but I'm maxing my first jump, pulling back, and I still get high enough to hit the ball. You see that? It's a big difference. That's fast aerials versus double jump aerials. Make sure you know the difference. And that's a zap dash at the end, but that's extra credit. Join the Rocket League Clubhouse. Watcha. Okay, let's do something sick. Nice. Nice. We'll do a double tap. All right, frick this. I'm leaving. Okay, so lost in the sauce. So make sure you understand the difference on those two inputs, Agamemnon. Hopefully that helps. Pokemon. Your name really confuses me. I'm just going to call you AG. All good. Based Caillou understands the difference. Look at Based Caillou. Let's see Based Caillou's fast aerial. Let's see. Does he hold his first aerial? Not right. Not quite. He almost does it right. Based Caillou almost knows it. I wouldn't say he's Based Caillou. He's just Caillou. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. No, we're okay. All right. In any case, Mr. AG, we'll keep watching you. Back to your POV. It's important your teammate here. Just remember that. You need to max. So don't tap both jumps. You're going to undershoot the ball. We need to hold our first jump. Hold our first jump. Then take off. Then use the second one. Ball tilting back rather than tap, tap. You're going to undershoot the ball too much. Based Caillou was not back in time. See, they're clipping on you, but you had an open, so you should have scored your shot. All right, we're going to go back left corner boost. Watch the shot. Nice. This goes into your corner. Let's see what you do. This is a little tough. You're going to need to use 2 jumps to kind of play this forward. That's fine. You can just let it fall. Very simple. Take a 50. Fine. Solid diamond play. Honestly, solid. Totally fine with that. They miss. You get 2 jumps. Hit it forward. Nice. Good recovery. Good landing. Stay with the ball. Great. Wave dash. I love to see you wave dash here. Simple way to improve this play. Jump, wave dash down from the wall. No reason you shouldn't be doing that. Keep your speed up. Look for demos. I don't love that you're flipping through the field here. You should be speed flipping earlier and then looking for a bump rather than waiting to flip and then flipping here. Like, you should be trying to bump this guy, not ignoring him. You're ignoring demos in this game. I know you want to get the boost, but try to bump him before you get it. Nice. I like this staying back. You're supporting your teammate. Good. Keep staying back. You have 2 teammates in front. Be careful of turning your car to the left like this. So you're fine here. You're facing forward. Don't turn your car to the left. You want to be facing this way. You want to be facing forward. They're not scoring on you. This guy's facing back. This guy's facing the right wall. This guy, who knows what he's doing. So they're not scoring on you. Don't face here. Right now, you're covering nothing. You have to remember, the place you face your car is the place you're covering. And right now, you're covering away from the ball. This is not helpful to be covering this way. You want to be covering towards the ball, because now you're driving away, you're covering there. I don't know why we're covering there. We want to be covering here. If the ball comes middle, you want to be in your lane to shoot. Now the ball comes middle, and you're facing the wrong way. Wait, go back to your POV. I apologize. Ball comes middle, and because you started driving to the left, or just drifting there, stop here. Stop here. You're in a good position. You're facing the plate. You're flexible. But you keep driving to the left. Now the ball comes to the middle, and we just lost our shooting lane. Like if you were where you were 5 seconds ago, you draw a straight line at the net right now. Boom. Boost pad. Bang. Shoot it on net. Show me that fast aerial takeoff. But instead, we're doing donuts instead of going for the ball. So be careful about which way your car is facing. This matters a lot. Don't drive. So stop driving to the left. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We don't want to be doing that. That put you out of position. Decent job trying to run through. Don't stop doubling back on the ball. No, keep moving. So once we scuffle play, if we ever do scuffle play, you hit the ball forward, you go for it. Shoot, you scuff the play, leave it. This is 3v3. There's going to be people ahead. Jump off the wall, wave dash, speed flip, try to kill. Kill somebody on your rotation out, get behind your team. Doubling back on this ball is helping nobody. It's just going to clog your rotations, make you awkward. You'll hit the ball the wrong way. You're slow to recover. You're not getting bumps. Keep it moving. If you ever mess up a play in the corner in threes, your default, I'm not saying you do this all the time, but your default option should be just keep it moving. Keep your speed up, jump off the wall, wave dash, keep moving through their net. Stop doubling back on the ball. This is not good. So just delaying your recovery, making you more awkward. Giving that, like you could have killed the guy that just made that save, if that makes sense. So yeah. If you're awkward, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep your rotation going. Good job not flipping forward here. Whoa, we got to be ready for that. This one we should have been ready for. He hit the ball away. This guy had a running start on the ball. I think we're probably just looking at the ball, not the opponents. This is very telegraphed. Like your teammate bangs it away. This guy's obviously first to the ball, but I just don't think you were thinking about that. I think you were just looking at the ball too much. I think this is why people get scared. They get scared. This happens once, and then they never support their teammates anymore because they're like, oh, I could get scored on at any moment. It's like, no, that was pretty telegraphed. You just got to watch. It's hard to do, but you got to watch the opponents. It's very, very clear that he's going for that shot. And then here, if you have the tools, you could fast aerial and save this. It's very hard, but you have to be backing up and then fast aerial. Well, here, actually, no. You can just turn right, power slide, turn right, boost, and then make a shadow defense save. Probably what you want to do there. What rank is this? This is Diamond 2, I think. Jaw Wheels says. LXCJ says, yo, how you doing? How you doing? We're going to get the kickoff, move back. There we go. There's the jump in the wave dash. I want to see that movement a little bit more. Notice how he's looking for a bump, and that makes you awkward. We want to be doing that. This touch isn't the best. Keep it moving. Once again, always using, anytime you land on the walls here, jump, air roll to the left, jump, air roll left, wave dash, grab that boost. Keep your speed up. Keep your speed up. It just makes you a little faster. Good try. This is what you want to do. We don't get the execution, but I like the attempt. You want to power slide right just a little bit, turn, or just turn to the right, double jump, air roll right. Double jump, air roll right, hit this forward. You just didn't turn right, so you missed the, you didn't get lined up with the ball. So I want to talk to you about facing your car. So I noticed that when you're last back, you do this thing where you get a little bit uncomfortable and then you just turn away from the play. Like you're like, I don't know if I'm in the right spot. And then you just start driving that way. Like, but here, yeah, once again, remember my rule, whichever way your car is facing, that's where you're covering. So here, what this positioning tells me is you're covering the corner again, which doesn't make sense. Doesn't help. So what we need to be doing is when we turn here and we realize our teammate's moving up and you have time, just slowly move into position. And in position here, maybe you don't know where to go. If I could give you some guidance, when I see my teammate moving up, playing for the pass, see this guy moving into the corner, I would probably be moving into some sort of position here, flexibly covering in between them. So if the ball comes back, you can go get it. If the ball comes to the middle, you know, you can support behind your teammate. So I'd be moving somewhere into here. Like this is, I would just be slowly moving my way towards the play and then up the field. So towards the play and up the field. But here, for some reason, we turn away, which I just don't, yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's some sort of scaredness. but this is far too passive. Far too passive. It's just it feels like every time there's a touch on the ball, you're facing back at your net, which makes it actually really hard to make a stop. And by the time the ball finally does come to you, you're kind of useless. So remember, first, this position, we want to be moving a little bit to the left facing the play. Moving to the right here is not the way to go. But that's fine. You end up turning around. Now you're facing the play. Keep moving into this position. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job here. Keep just slowly moving forward. Face the play. Support your team. Move up here to the side. Watch the opponents. You're not getting scored on. He's coming at it from the right side. He's coming at it from the right side. He's useless. So you're not getting scored on. Face the play. Continue to face the play. You're fine. And then when he hits this ball here, you intercept it. But because you start doing this turn away thing again, it's really making you awkward. I think you mentioned this in your write-up. Like you're turning and facing back. I'll have to look again, but yeah, you said, I feel like totally lost this game. I think I'm trying to do too much. Yeah, you're just kind of you're spinning your wheels. You're doing a lot of donuts. I'm glad you're doing this training, which is good. You just totally lost in the sauce this game. Yeah, that's right. You're doing donuts. But remember, you're fine. You have to trust your speed. You have to trust your speed. You have to keep facing the play here. Keep driving forward, moving into this open area. Trust your speed. Move into that area. Trust your speed. By facing back, you make it too hard for you to ever go. And then when the ball does come to you, you're facing the wrong ways. That's what's happening a lot. So when you say lost in the sauce, what I am seeing is you're facing the wrong way. Like you get nervous and you start doing these circles facing back to your net, but that just makes things worse. Sometimes you just have to slow down, keep facing forward, and wait. And that's okay. So that's the main thing that I would be focused on if I were you. Your touches on the ball are not bad when you're not kind of putting yourself in these awkward positions, but there are definitely some ways you can keep your speed up. Yeah, like here, like once again, what's my rule? You overcommit or you're on the wrong side of the ball, keep it moving. Flip across the field, keep your speed up, do a big loop around. That should be your default play. It should be the minute you're done with your play, you look for demos, you flip around the field, you start rotating. I noticed there's a little bit of awkwardness where you're like kind of sitting on the ball, like, should I still do something? Should I still be here? I don't know. Like every time there's a boom, this keeps happening. So every time there's about to be a boom, you're fine. They're not scoring. One guy's facing this way, one guy's facing this ball isn't coming at your net, but you start to do this thing where you just peel off. You start to peel off again and again. And you just decide I'm turning right. I don't know how you decide that, but you just decide I'm turning right. And then the ball goes left, and now you're useless. You can't face the ball, so this is an awkward touch, and you just have to go full back. And it's just making you really awkward. They end up hitting the ball to you, but it's making you really awkward. Here, keep facing the play. Keep facing the play. Stop panicking. You have tons of room. Look how much space you have. They're not scoring on you. You're fine. You're fine. Your net's all the way back there. They're here. You're fine. Keep facing the play. When he hits it to the left, turn to the left. And then you read this bounce. Right? And if you can't read the bounce, you move back and you come around. But this turning away by default is, in my opinion, for me, it feels very confusing watching you play. I think that's where the nervousness and the lost in the sauce is coming from that you're talking about. So I hope that's helpful. It's fine to hit the ball here. Here you were fine. You just need to get a better touch. You just need to turn to the left before you take off. Just practice your consistency on these takeoffs. There was one at the midfield where you missed it too. Like you just need your consistency on these takeoffs. Make sure you line yourself up and then fast aerial. So here you need to flick your joystick to the left just a tiny bit, pivot, and then take off. And then ideally we're using 2 jumps here and then air rolling right. So 2 jumps, up, and then air roll right, and that would kind of land your car on the wall here. And that would land your car on that wall. Jump, air roll right. This ball goes to the middle. So we end up missing that. We get bumped there. Here, if we just keep driving and more confident, we're fine, but I understand you might not have that read. Good save here. Probably go grab mid boost, turn right here. I don't like how you turn back on the same side of the play always. Like, I think your default here should be nobody's going at the ball. Blue team has it. Look for demos in the midfield. Turn right, look for demos. but you like to turn into the play a lot, which I don't love. Oh, wow. He flips the wrong way. Okay, you're fine. Nice. Doesn't end up mattering there, but yeah. So wave dashes, maximizing your recoveries, looking for bumps before you rotate out, getting lost in the sauce, mostly is you facing the wrong direction and doing donuts. You also like to flip into positions a lot. So here, this is fine, but then move to the left. Move to the left, support your teammate, get behind him. I don't like playing in the midfield here. I prefer to support behind my teammate. Nice. Ball goes to the right. Going up the back wall. This is fine. Keep going. You're fine. Keep this in your corner. Good. 50. Nice. Control your corner boost. I would really be taking your corner boost here. Don't let this orange guy have your boost for free. Take the corner boost and then turn and play the ball. You can do both, I think. Remember to use our wave dashes when we're recovering out. Landing on the wall. Jump. Air roll right. Wave dash down. Jump. Air roll right. Wave dash down. Here we're cherry picking. Do not cherry pick like this. I don't think this is productive. Get back behind your team. Look, bump this guy, right? This is an obvious benefit to your team. If you turn and bump this guy immediately, that obviously benefits you. Playing up for the pass here is like a maybe 1 in 10 benefit. Take the obvious benefit, which is bump this guy while you rotate. We're not looking for bumps ever, and we're just letting them play the ball for free, not applying pressure in the ways that we could be. The slam's okay. Keep rolling. Yes. So this is what I want to see you do. Okay, but you're not allowed to go into the net like this. Okay, so this is overextending. So good job looking for the demos, but if they back into their net, you don't cross this line. You don't cross the goal line. So if you're moving across and they go into their net, that's fine. You turn and you look for the next guy. Don't go into the net. If he starts to back into his net, no go. Stay out of the net. Focus on your own recovery. This is overcommitting. It actually ends up still working for you. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Based Caillou. Finish him off. Bang. The coup de grace. But, yeah. Okay, so don't overcommit for goal line demos. When they kind of cross that line, for me, unless we have like a 3v1. If we have a 3v1, I might full send on a demo. But if it's like a 2v2 or a 3v3, I don't full send on demos like that. Nice. Catch up with the play. Or behind your teammate. I like you pushing yourself. You don't get the read you want, but it's not terrible. Good try. Play behind your teammate here. Nice. Support the play. This is fine. Keep supporting the play. Just wait. Let him make his touch and then go. Great. So this is great discipline. Notice how you recognize your beat, but you don't panic. You continue to face the play, and then you get your opening. That was a good play. Now, your jump here, I would love if you maximize your recovery a little bit. If you air roll left into the wall and that messes you up, you need to air roll right there, because after you jump and air roll left here, yeah, you're air rolling left. You're just air rolling the wrong way. You just need to air roll right. But your recovery would be better there, and then you'd be back. You'd be fine, but your challenge was good. Notice how you didn't panic. You didn't start doing donuts here. This is good patience. This is a good improvement on earlier. I want to see kind of more first man pressuring that looks like that. Nice. Keep rotating back. Grab your boost. Nice. Play back. Supporting here. I don't love how you use these flips all the time. Like for me, like there's no play here. Why are we flipping exactly? I don't know. It's not like the end of the world, but it just, yeah, sometimes you flip forward and then you just end up having to turn back. Oh, not the best shadow defense. Oh, yikes. Remember with shadow defense, we turn this way. Yeah, we just kind of get faked here. Just relax. Just drive at him. Drive this way, turn right, and then turn left. It was not a bad cut for his skill, though. No, don't back up like this. Don't. Wow, you got him. I would just keep going. When I don't get a beat, if I get taken around me and I realize, oh, I'm beat, I just turn left and I get behind my team by default. I don't like these double back plays. This creates a lot of double commits. That's what that type of play usually does. I generally, whoa, toy car. I generally don't like doubling back on the ball in threes. Not at this level, at least. Grab the boost, rotate around. Grab the boost, rotate around. Remember, look for demos. Every time you're looking through the midfield, there's almost always a demo here. So you get this touch, is a good jump, wave dash down, wall dash, that's fine. Fine, you leave the ball, great, turn left. There's almost always a demo when you move through this midfield. Okay, look, exhibit A. As you move to the back post here, there'll be a demo, but you just flip by and you kind of ignore these. If you kill these, when you kill the last man here, it creates a huge opening for you guys. So every time you're rotating from first to third, look for these. Okay, every time you're rotating from first, as in like you just finished your play on the ball, that's first man, first to the ball. and you're moving to third, meaning last in line. So here you were first. You're first to the ball. Now you're leaving the ball. You're grabbing this boost. You're about to get to the back of your team's line, right? You're about to get the back of the line. You're now going to become third. We're moving from first to third. We look for these demos in the midfield. In this case, I think I just froze. We're moving from first to third. In this case, that's going to be this guy. Your AG here, when you see you get this boost and you're about to move to the back post, you're about to move behind 1, 2, and you're going to be 3. There's almost always going to be an orange player that's moving in, trying to support the midfield pass. You should kill him, and if you kill him, it's an open. So remember, when we're rotating from the front of the play to the back of the play, we're getting behind our teammates. There's almost always a demo. Check for it. There's almost always a demo when we're moving from first, done with the play, to third. There's almost always a demo here. Don't just stare at the ball the whole time and flip through the midfield. You're missing opportunities. But I hope that was helpful. I don't mean to be harsh. I'm trying to give you ideas about how you could improve your impact in these threes games. A lot of improving your impact in threes games is not necessarily what you do with the ball. It's what you do all the time between that. So I hope that was helpful. AG, my man, back for month 2. Hopefully this feedback was helpful. Keep improving, my man. Let me know if I can do anything else. We will send replay within next 48 hours. Appreciate you. Peace, AG. Alrighty, y'all. I need to end stream to go do some work stuff. I will be back and eat some food. I will be back in maybe an hour. But yeah, I'm gonna end stream for now. If you're on in an hour, maybe I'll see you. If not, thanks so much for coming. I think we did 5 replays a day. We did AG, a Diamond 2, Outlaw, a Diamond 2, Champ 2, Hunter Z, Plat 2, Goose, Champ 2, Nova. 5 replays. Woo! I'm gonna go name all these. Actually, we'll play some music for a little bit. I can do some stuff with you. If you guys want to chat. We're gonna listen to Skepta. I got blacklisted like Skepta. We're gonna listen to More Life. I'll hang out with you guys for a minute while I do all this boring work. This is... I am Diamond 1. Any tips? One day I will respond to those questions, but not today. But now I find those questions very late. And be 2v1ing right now. And when your teammate misses the shot, you're shooting and taking the open. But instead, what's this replay? Maybe this is a different one. This is very dangerous. Yeah, you're scoring. Oh, this is the hyper replay. Hyper replay. Champ 2. 2v2. Doesn't make you faster. A couple ways that we can improve.
I usually...
That was Mr. Goose. Flipping. Go get that ball. You recognize that that's the position we want to be in. When our teammates kind of make position with Z, that is so bad. Here, we get this first touch. Hunter Z. Champ 2. Outlaw. Aggressive. This one. That was just a scrap. You don't want it now. Here, I would just be flipping. You're very good, man. Obviously, you're winning, so you're doing a good job to make this. Doing these ground setups here. Wave dash is just fun for players. This is box. So like here, we should Mox AK Outlaw. Think of what was Mox AK Outlaw? Was he a champ too? With the screen crack. That's a legendary song. Oh, AG Diamond 2 3v3. Ball goes to the middle.
really wanna take it now. I got 150,000.
AG was the only 3-3 play. Spooky, keep up the grind. I love you so much. Have a good day or night. Thank you, Aaron Olai. Man, I'm trying to make it now. Hell no. Nope. No way. No. Nope. No. Alright, I'm gonna let the team know. Sarah and Sal, I just finished 5 replay analysis on stream. I'm actually still live right now as I send you guys this message. Just want to send you this really quick. This is... let me go to the free Discord. This is 5 VIP sessions. I'll send y'all the screenshot. These will need to be uploaded on the second channel, which I'm going to rename to the Rocket League Clubhouse this evening, Sarah. That's Sarah. At Lunar. At Cell. This is a lot of replay analysis shorts. Gotta send these to Sal. We show Sal the pipeline. Getting loose. A lot of replays for Sal. Delete these rows. These are all 8. They're all lies. Lies. So this is gonna go on the Rocket League Clubhouse channel. No way, no. And then there are 5 different. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to split these. List these out into 5 individual titles. Did I get all these titles right? Oh yeah. Shout out ChatGPT. Look at that. Right. I think I got that. It's Mox Outlaw. Did I get that right? AG Diamond 2. Outlaw Diamond 2. Outlaw is Diamond 2. Somebody's watching over me, so shout goes out to him. I like the song. Mr. Goose, Plat 2.
Wrote this shit January 21.
Yes.
Baby girl, I had to run. I'll be back a couple months. Kendall turned 21. Was up the street with 21. They can see me online, but they won't see me on the ones. I got Dubai plates in the California state. I got her waiting at my place. I got no baby on the wait.
I think my chat froze. Sorry, y'all, if y'all were talking to me. Refreshing it.
Lost millions in the past. I'm talking baby like
I watch your videos.
Couple niggas from the city wishing on a stalk and they be like Drake. Sorry, no, not today. You gotta find your own way. Big dog from the 6.
These go to.
Like Nate. My shit be raw out the gate. I don't need another take. 40 got house on the lake. I ain't know we had a lake. She complaining how I'm late. I ain't know it was a date. Niggas see me in person first thing they say, I know you need a break. Hell no, I feel great. Ready now,
Added
while
these
wait.
to the tracker.
Like a kiss from a rose, I could be the one to see your whole fate. So be careful what you think. Think about what you gon' say. Gotta deal with people straight. I got my 23s lace. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but I still gotta win a race. Yeah. And I'm convinced I made sacrifices, I've been ballin' ever since. We seeing so many blessings, shit don't make no sense. Someone watching over us, so shot goes out to him. Yeah, I'm convinced I made sacrifices, I've been balling ever since. Yeah, I did something wrong, I had no choice in my defense. Someone watching over us, so shot goes out the
2 chains, I'm a real one. Few shows, that's a meal run. When she busted down, I said thanks for giving to me like a pilgrim. Cold world, I be chillin'. Earmuffs on the children. Used to trap out the Hilton. Got wood on the Cartiers. That's a face full of splinters. Count a bankroll for dinner. This the wrong place to enter. Phone says yeah for breakfast. All kind of women text us. Met her at the Super Bowl, told her I stayed down the street from Texas. A-Town, I stayed down. Yeah, it's all in the wrist. This one here out the fence. Trap jumping like the Carter. Mina jumping like Vince. Moved on from the election. Introduced her to the plug. Can't believe you tried to take the connection. Ooh, girl, you a blessing. Fine ass be finessing. Yeah, I love my fans, but I don't want to take pictures in the restroom.
Nobody's watching on Facebook. For some reason, I think my chat was broken. Let me know if this is going through, y'all. I don't know if you can see that or not. Test. We're just chatting now. Hit me up with questions if you have any. We're just chatting out before I wrap the stream.
I'm convinced. I made sacrifices, I've been balling ever since. Yeah, I did something wrong, I had no choice in my defense. Someone watching over us, so shot goes out. I was stealing from a bitch back when I was 21. My favorite gun was a Sid, 20 in the clip, hit one. Growing up, I was a running back. You never made me ran once. I got shot, sweat, started running. The shit was red like Hunt. I'm kicking, pimping like I punt. But don't you think shit sweet? I'm talking sweet, deal meat. I'm talking sweet like he sleep. We ain't doing too much talking. I'm talking about talking like a speech. Like the president, I kill him meat. I'm talking neat like freak. I'm talking neat like fleek. I'm talking neat like a geek. You come with beef, I eat the beef. I'm talking beef, spelling B. Double R, this a roll.
I'm renaming the second channel right now, y'all. Or renaming it if you see.
Like a new car, I got 2 keys. Trying to score the bucket like a Chevy seat. And I heard they've been pulling all week. I'm gonna use your name like, who is he? You get it? I said I'm gonna use a name like, who is he? Got some gold on, leprechaun sheesh. Deep sleep, short for deceased. Big bezel on the paddock. I'm talking paddock, I meant paddock. Don't try to take it, I got guns. I'm talking guns, not pellets. I watch the game from the floor. I'm talking wood, first mattress. I'm talking wood, pants down. I'm talking woods like them clowns. I got my mean off of monkey. I'm talking monkey like Jumanji. All your diamonds partly sunny. I'm talking sunny like the sunny. My diamonds weighted cost me money. I'm talking wet like it's running. I'm talking
updating this channel right now.
I'm talking wet like the sunny. And I'm convinced. I made sacrifices, I've been balling ever since. We seeing so many blessings, shit don't make no sense. Someone watching over us, so shot goes out to him.
Boom. Updating this channel.
I'm convinced. I made sacrifices, I've been balling ever since. Yeah, I did something wrong, I had no choice in my defense.
I think this one's better.
Someone watching over us, so shot goes out to.
You'll hear some slow tracks, you know what I'm saying, with like some pimping to it or something that you can relax, pop a top to or something.
I don't know if I'm zooming this right. You guys are like, it's off center. Bang. I think that's the best one.
Big cup of
We're gonna keep that.
drowsy. I'm still posted up where you first found me. Did I just read that you just
I think we're live here. I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, I'm ending the stream here. Hey, people are live right now. See y'all later. We're live. I'm gonna steal this tag. What's this tag say? Write this out.
Can't just leave it off that way. Can't just leave it off that way. Nah. At least do I get an invitation or something, a statement or something. Ask about that, you would say it was nothing. Well, here's another nothing that you made into something. Can't just leave it off that way.
There we go. Hopefully this is better now. Rocket League Clubhouse. There we go. Okay, I updated that one. We're gonna post VODs on here more. I just started the game. I need some tips. You just started 2 minutes ago. You need more than just a few tips, my man. We need a lot of tips.
Your heart is hard to carry after dark. You're to blame for what we could have been, cause look at what we are. Your friends are scared to tell you you went too far. Funny that it's always been all about you from the start. I met someone new last night and we kicked it, and I'm going back there tonight, and you know what's on my mind this time. Going back there tonight, and you know what's on my mind. So you body. That's just how I feel when I'm around you, shawty.
How do I get better? By paying me 100 Robux. True. That's true.
Why second guess I should have stayed? You say the word, I'm on the way. This shit feels like teenage fever. I'm not scared of it, she ain't either. Why second guess I should've stayed? Cause you know what's on my mind, so
Alrighty, y'all. I'm off to focus on running payroll, fun stuff, making sure people are paid. I will see y'all next stream. Maybe I'll play some games. I don't know if I'll be online later today, but I will see you guys. Peace.